Hey guys, welcome once again to the stream. Hopefully you have enjoyed last couple few streams ago, as last time we inked this in the last previous videos, but before that we did a sketch in #1, and then we inked it in #2, and then after that we did a Copic color, which is why there is actually already color on here, and in Copic markers. It's a hashtag, in hashtag 2.0 as the Electro attacked. Don't check those videos for more information and how to draw this punk Spider-Man. So today we will be continuing on with the art streams as normal, and we will be taking some more time in drawing, as we won't be gaming today, as in Thursday are my art stream days. But without further ado, guys, let's there we go. Let's get going, and I'm just going to make sure everything's good. But while I do, I'm going to also sort out the comic story playlist in the background, so you guys got something to listen to while I'm not talking. But if you do like today's stream, guys, don't forget you can leave me a message. I've got my phone here. It's got a little bit of battery, but I will check it occasionally or so by flicking over on the actual stream. I might get rid of some of this so I can actually see both at the same time, but as I'm live, it's a little bit more difficult than normal. But again, guys, we did do it in #1 sketch, #2 inking, and #2.0 Copic marker coloring. Check them out down below if you want to learn how to draw this piece, but today we are going to be digitizing it as I did in the previous streams. And we will be listening to a team up between Deadpool and Spider-Man today.
To help you understand the ever dramatic effect to you, all alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems.
Hopefully you can hear that okay in the background. I'm going to check everything before I start over on my phone, guys.
Which is them being tied up in hell at the hands of Dormammu. But Deadpool, being Deadpool, has a plan which involves him popping out, dislocating his hip, which gives Spider-Man just enough room to pull out one of Deadpool's katanas, freeing them. As the two of them get down, the mindless ones start to swarm around them, and now it's time for Spider-Man's plan. He webs up Deadpool, and he begins...
I think we would listen to this, but it's okay. Because I've run out of Spider-Man stories, I'm listening to a bit more Deadpool. And next week we will be continuing on with something else. Leave your comments in the comment section what you want me to draw next time. Is there anything you like to learn? Oh dear, there you go. Learn how to draw. I just literally finished my stream. Sorry, my lunch before my stream today.
He didn't understand the whole moral contract that society is built on, or something like that. Deadpool spins the alignment wheel on the app, landing on chaotic neutral, and he says that
just in the background, making sure everything's good. But while I wait for my phone, I think I'll carry on deleting some of this stuff here, which seems to be working. Did I press the wrong button? There we go. I will be teaching you how to put layers in as well today, guys. So stay tuned for all of that goodness. What I'm going to do now, guys, is, you know, actually, I think I'll leave that there. But when we're doing this, guys, we will be putting a hell of a lot of different layers, if you can see in the right-hand side of the screen.
Dormammu then yells at the mindless ones to play the skin off of Deadpool and Spider-Man, but now the mindful ones ask exactly where did it say in their job description that they were to play someone. Another one.
Okay, yeah, you can hear that fine in the background. That's good. As long as you can hear that, that is absolutely perfect, as that is what you'll be listening to while I'm not actually talking. Again, they are comic historian. Check the link down below at the end of the stream when I've finished, because I will post all the links that I'm talking about today. And if I don't, guys, give me a heads up and I will post something there for you.
But before Deadpool can finish, Spider-Man snaps the collar off of the creature, and he starts to swing away, stating that he has some things that he needs to do for Peter Parker. Deadpool then looks down at the creature, telling him, "You better not do it, you little blue bam." However, Spider-Man doesn't get very far when Deadpool shows back up, and Spider-Man tells him that he's not really in the mood to deal with it right now. But then he sees Deadpool missing part of his arm, and he asks, "Did he do that?" Because he regrets nothing. Deadpool states that he's not really.
I've got my phone beside me. Normally I've got everything around me, but today I've moved my setup around. So I'm actually sitting on an actual decent table today. And instead of on my coffee table, which is a pain in the butt, but normally when I digitize, I'm actually sitting on my sofa. And I'm using my actual art book as a mouse pad. But I thought I'd try this out, see if it's any good, see if it's any more comfortable for me. It doesn't seem that comfortable, but we're using a computer, so using a table is actually kind of key, really. What I'm doing now, guys, is I'm going to be taking out and off all of the outer layer because I've drawn this previously, and what I need to do is take away quite a lot of the previous stuff on that I've already put here. Sorry, where it came from. As I took a picture of it on my actual tablet and then brought it over to the free app Critter.
Him and Spider-Man can still be fun after he danks his boss. The next day, Spider-Man gets a call from Miles Morales, the currently young Spider-Man.
And once I've done all this, guys, I will then take this again, and I'll make another layer, outline it all with another brush from down here. And after doing all that, we should be okay to outline it again. Again, it will be a very lengthy stream, guys, so if you get a little bit bored, just listen to the comic story in the background, or you can always come back at any time, because after I finish, guys, this will stay on the channel and it will not go anywhere at all. If you want to check out what else I've been doing and what else I have drawn in my live events, don't forget to go and check out the live events playlist if you're getting a bit tired of this one and you want to check something else by me. We also have another playlist called the Creation Station, where my old previous videos used to be, as I used to use a different way of actually live streaming, guys. I used to use a laptop, and now I've got an actual webcam. This is why it's a little bit fuzzy. If it is fuzzy at all, let me know if the sound is good, and let me know if the visuals are good, guys, as all your input is very, 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 very helpful for me, and I do appreciate everything that everybody says to me. Please be nice in the chat and don't grieve too much, but if you feel the need to grieve, then I'm up for any criticism. Because any good comments always has to have a bad comment, because I'm not brilliant, as you can probably tell. But I am, again, I'm still learning certain things, certain tricks. I will use a certain amount of brushes in the down here. I only use a certain amount anyway, as I'm kind of comfortable with what I use.
Have a nice day. The next day, Spider-Man and Deadpool begin to hang out. Spider-Man tells him he got him a present. He shoots Deadpool with a little device, and he tells him it's basically a lie detector. Deadpool's earned himself a second chance with saving Mysterio. So this is just to make sure that Deadpool's actually changing for good. Deadpool tells him that telling the truth
so it's going to take me a while to go around all of this for a minute.
A short while later, after
but what I have, I will go around it one more time using an actual black pen in the inking section in this Critter app. If you want to know where I get the Critter app from, guys, you can ask in the comments, and I will post it down below if I haven't done it at the end of the stream.
Time for her to get ready for bed. Deadpool tells him that no one knows about her. Hell, he didn't for a long time either. But until he stops playing the dumbass and turns into a real boy, she's gonna stay here away from him, safe from everything. Deadpool thinks about how he hopes he passed Spider-Man's judgy test of character, or whatever you want to call it. But once Spider-Man goes inside, he receives a call from his contact. While Deadpool was keeping Spider-Man distracted, the contact was running tests on Spider-Man. And the contact tells him that it'll be hard to get around him into Peter. But Deadpool tells him not to worry. He has it figured out. When the contract asks what it is, Deadpool tells him he's going to use friendship. So later, Deadpool comes up with the best way to enjoy their friendship, by going to the club. When Spider-Man arrives, he says Spider-Man can't just go clubbing, and that's not how his image is. But Deadpool has already thought about that, and he gives him the image inducer. And just like that, Spider-Man is now Leonardo DiCaprio, respectable owner of a chain of adult novelty stores. Spider-Man looks at himself, and he sees that he's now black. And Deadpool tells him everyone wants to be black, unless you're racist. Spider-Man tells him that he's not, it's just that, but before he can finish, Deadpool tells him, good, because he can't stand a racist. Also, his date Kitty's profile says that she loves black guys. Once inside, Deadpool introduces Spider-Man to his date, and the two of them hit it right off. And they kind of leave Deadpool as the third wheel. So Spider-Man asks, when is Shikla going to get here? And Deadpool says, no, take my wife out? No, my date should be getting here real soon. And with a crack of thunder and lightning, the mighty Thor appears. Now this Thor is actually Jane Foster. If you want to know what's going on with that, check out our mighty Thor video.
Jane Foster.
Thor calls up Deadpool asking what is the emergency.
She's actually become Thor now, which was a big surprise to everybody.
No Norse goddess to drink from. So she grabs Deadpool and asks, what game is he playing? But soon, Spider-Man's date Jenny begins to change because she's a demon and she doesn't like Asgardians like Thor. Spider-Man begins to change back into his Spider-Man suit and he asks Deadpool if he knew that Jenny was an Asgardian hating succubus. And Deadpool says, well, she's Shikla's cousin, so I didn't know, but it was kind of expected. As Thor and the succubus continue to fight, Deadpool says not to worry, he's got this covered, and he presses a button, and soon the floor begins to reveal a mud pit and the girls stop fighting. Thor grabs Deadpool again and asks him what they should do with him now. But she already knows. He and Spider-Man will dance for Thor and Jenny's entertainment. The two dance the dance of the Spidey pool on the blessed Thursday, known as Ladies' Night. And afterwards, after everything's settled down, Spider-Man and Deadpool leave and they laugh about the whole situation. Spider-Man says that he actually had an amazing time tonight. And they need to do this again, minus the tricking the Thunder Goddess thing. So Spider-Man heads out, and Deadpool tells them that they will...
Again, guys, this will take me a moment or two. I did try and get some of this done and cut off before the stream today, as you probably noticed on Instagram. Again, I am here every day on YouTube, every day and night on Instagram, and occasionally over on Mixer, which is my second channel.
Torture room, they said Peter Parker isn't.
My Mixer channel is just basically for Xbox games and to chill out with friends. I do a lot of co-streaming over there and sort of chill out over there on the weekends. Generally my Ready Player One streams.
Maybe we should go check on that. So Shikla and him go back to Peter's apartment, and Peter is still there, dead on the ground, right where Deadpool left him. Deadpool says there's only one way to correct this: have Shikla bring him back to life and kill him again. Kind of like turning it off and on.
I'm actually using a mouse, which I'm saving up slowly for myself to get a little mouse pad and a stylus. I'm really looking forward to using that. We got adverts. We're gonna have to stop every so often for the adverts because they're not my adverts. They're actually from the stream, and I will get told off for doing that.
Over in Limbo, though, Mysterio has begun to torture Peter with illusions, which Peter knows are not real. They still hurt. He watches and he tells him how much he enjoys watching Peter Parker in such agony. But before he continues his villain monologue, Deadpool appears, punching Mysterio's dome. Peter calls out to Deadpool, telling him that he's in hell. And Deadpool tells him, oh no he's not. He's worked in hell. This, sir, this is no hell. He then takes out his gun and begins opening fire on all of the illusions until they disappear. Peter looks up at him and he asks, exactly whose blood are you covered in, Deadpool? And Deadpool tells him not to worry about it. Right now they need to focus on fighting off the darkness. Deadpool goes on to say that he needs to think of something that will help them, but not something cute like a deer or a childhood toy, unless it has a rocket launcher. And Peter already knows what will help him, his image of Spider-Man. The two of them begin to fight off the Mysterio that is holding Peter prisoner in this limbo. And after defeating him, Peter begins to see something or someone. Peter Parker asks, who are you? And the figure tells him that he is the null, the void, the hell, the hunger. He is going to tell him a secret. Elsewhere, Deadpool tries to look for Peter Parker, but it's...
Okay, so we've outlined that. I'll get rid of that green as well in a moment, guys. That is just so I can see the actual outline between the checkered and the white. So, like I said, I tried to delete a lot of this earlier, but it just didn't. I didn't have time to finish it all.
She tells him that there will be a price. And Deadpool asks if it's his, then he'll pay it. And the two begin to kiss. Then the link breaks, and Deadpool is staring at Shikla. Deadpool says that he can explain. She tells him that he's sleeping in the nail room tonight. He has death breath. Back in Peter's apartment, though, Peter Parker wakes up, hearing the voice telling him the secret, that he'll never find happiness, only emptiness. As Peter looks down, he sees a stuffed Deadpool with a card, and when he reads it, it says, he's sorry about the whole killing him thing. He was kind of tricked by another guy. Please don't tell Spider-Man. He'll go ahead and take the guy down that tricked him, all free of charge. So don't worry. Except, over in Parker Industries, everyone hasn't noticed Peter Parker being gone. In fact, he's been there the whole time. But as Peter gets into the car, that Peter takes off the face mask, and he reveals himself to be Patient Zero. And that is the first story arc for the Spider-Man Deadpool team-up. Oh my god, is this book amazing. I love every minute of it, and if you're wondering about the whole Never Find Happiness...
I might change the playlist in a moment, guys, as we have definitely listened to this already.
One more big thing in which Peter Parker no longer has his marriage. And don't quote me on that, we don't fully know, but that's the theory. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out our manga channel, Manga Story, where we bring you manga content every Monday and Friday and
manga.
Whenever we get around to it. And check out our gaming channel.
Let me know in chat if you guys listen to and watch manga, or if you even listen to Comic Story themselves.
Lastly, we have a Twitter, Comic Story. I answer the questions on there as much as I humanly can, and the Instagram, same deal, Comic Story. I'll see you guys around.
What is your favorite comic? What is your favorite person from the comics? And who's your favorite from the game, guys? Let me know. I'd love to know what your favorite one is. I possibly will be planning a new and next video to be Spider-Man 2099, as he is in the new game as well. As it's a theme of mine until I finish the game. As I'm currently doing all that, we found all of the secret pictures now, and there isn't much else to do other than the blooming taskmasters tasks or challenges, because I needed those so I could upgrade some of my new suits in there and actually get the new suits. We're still needing to get Iron Spider, but I would personally would prefer to have the true Iron Spider instead of the one that's in the film.
In her last video, Deadpool was hired to kill none other than Peter Parker, which he did twice. But after he learned that Peter wasn't actually evil, Deadpool went into the underworld to rescue him. And even though Peter came back to life, his run with Mephisto left him feeling as though there was something missing from his life. Over at Parker,
if you need to check out any of my gameplay, guys, they are also available in the playlists, which if you scroll down, put me in the corner, have a look.
Peter tells her that this is someone good, because they went as far as to replace him while he was dead. Anna Maria then asks, if that's the case, what did this person take? And Peter sits thinking about the voice that told him he is missing something from his life. So Anna Maria asks again.
Just going to take a quick picture for Instagram, guys. Let's zoom out of there. There you, so you can have a good old look at it as well, guys, and have a listen while I do.
As he watches, Spider-Man's voice tells Wade that he killed Peter Parker because he thought he was a monster. And Wade says, yeah, but I did bring him back to life. I even talked him into bed, and Peter stops him, telling him, I need one thing. The whole thing a lie? You wanted to start a new chapter, or was it a lie to get to my boss? But before Deadpool can answer, the glass house begins to shine. And Peter says that they're going to finish this after they deal with this obvious death trap. Inside, a man drinks his wine from a straw, and he says that it's his big day, you know, his rebirth day. From outside, Spider-Man and Wade crash in, and Spider-Man says, I'm assuming you're patient Zero, right? And Zero tells him, yeah, but go attack my monstrosities. Wade asks him, are they human? I mean, I was going to say gross, but human works, so that means no killing, right? One of the creatures charges at Spider-Man, and he says, no, we are not killing them. Zero tells him that he thought he altered their genetics so that they were no longer human. And as Wade holds another creature in a headlock, Spider-Man says that he's picking up signals coming in from the devices on the back of the creature's neck. So Spider-Man and Wade start ripping the devices out of their necks, and as they fall to the ground, they begin screaming in pain, and they beg to be killed. Zero smiles, telling them, yeah, that was a control unit. But it was also a pain dampener, dopamine booster, and most importantly, the thing that stopped them from knowing what they've become. So, now that they're self-aware, they're basically going to lose any will to live. Great job, guys! Zero then says that he's pretty sure they have a lot of questions. But Spider-Man stops him, telling him, no, I don't. And Wade tells him, really? Because I'm completely lost right now, and would like some answers. As the two of them jump back into fighting, Spider-Man explains that this is the guy who hired Wade to kill Peter Parker, and once he was dead, he became Peter Parker and stole every piece of data that they had on genetic splicing. A large creature then appears, and Zero says, well, that's close, but not all of it. Really, you should be asking why, out of all of the powerful beings, I chose you. The large creature then grabs onto Peter, and Wade tells him, screw it, I'm going in hot, and he shoots the creature's arms.
That's just me putting my phone on charge, guys. It's going to take me a couple minutes to do, so why don't you listen to that while I do that, guys?
I'm so turned on right now. I'm seriously terrified of you. Spider-Man goes back to fighting off the large creature while Wade tries to stop Zero from escaping by throwing grenades. And then Peter shouts, this is a glass house! And Wade realizes it by asking, and? Zero walks through a portal and tells them that he'll see them downstairs, and then the grenades explode. The blast shoots the two of them down into the basement where Spider-Man lands and Wade sort of lands. Zero stands at a device and tells them that he took the name Patient Zero because he was infected not by a disease, but by meds, just like Spider-Man and Wade. As Zero goes on, Spider-Man and Wade jump back up, firing away, but webs and bullets pass right through Zero. He then activates the device next to him, telling them that this device here is a superconductor that attracts very specific elements. Wade shouts, "That's too many words!"
Getting rid of all the sketch lines here now. I'll keep some of this as sort of a ruffle, if you like, in his leather jacket.
As shards of glass stick into what Spider-Man says that the wedding will last for a few hours, but now they have time. How much of them being friends is real? And Wade tells him, "I messed up. I admitted it. The only reason I killed Peter Parker is because I thought it was a scumbag. I didn't tell you.
Peter Parker.
I didn't want to hurt your feelings knowing that your boss was really a bad guy." As Wade removes his hood, he tells Spider-Man that he's trying to change, but Peter doesn't say a word. The reason he stopped talking is because Wade's face is healed. And Wade asks, "Is the glass in my teeth?" Elsewhere, Zero tells a woman that he wasn't sure which flavor she wanted, so she got them both. But he promises once he's done,
PlayStation's turned itself on. That means that I've gone live on that as well.
Spider-Man and Wade find themselves battling against the hateful X's while they search for Zero. As Spider-Man punches Wade tosses a grenade at Gibbon, telling him that if this crime spree doesn't work, they should consider getting a job as a stripper. And Wade Rabbit tells him, "That's sexist!" But Wade says, "Actually, I wasn't talking to you." As the blast blows up Gibbon, he shouts, "He thinks I'm handsome!" After throwing Squid in the swarm, telling them, "If you guys are going to team up, you really need to consider getting a team with better talent." And Ox then shouts, "Ox and sad now. I split my feelings with violence." And Four-Bear Guy says, "For the record, I do have a business degree." Wade looks at the two of them and tells them, "You both look like Inside Out and Toby had an embarrassing idiot challenge." "Oh wait, you're an animal-themed team!" And Spider-Man asks him, "You just got that?" After shooting Four-Bear Guy in the butt, Wade says that the bee guy kind of throws off the whole thing. Just then White Rabbit stabs Wade in the back. As she jumps away, she tells him, "I like you. I would like to do things with your corpse." And Wade tells her, "Thank you for choosing my heart and not my face. Kind of been broken so many times, I don't even notice anymore." Spider-Man swings in, kicking White Rabbit away and shouts, "Kicks are for kids!" And Wade tells him, "Well, I appreciate your new mean attitude. You kind of just said kick kids." Spider-Man and Wade continue beating on the groove, whether it is kicking or blowing them up. And then they soon realize that one of Spider-Man...
Hey guys, on that PlayStation, I'm here actually drawing on my YouTube channel, guys, so come and join me over here and let me know what you think. And for the guys that are already here on YouTube, what do you think? Again, this is going to take me a minute or two. I'm going to make this a slight bit bigger. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's a steady hand, but I'm using a mouse, which is a pain in your boot.
Isn't detecting anything. A wire falls from the ceiling, grabbing White Rabbit by the throat, and then more swords are thrown into Ox. Spider-Man manages to shoot a web into the controls to stop the wire, but as White Rabbit falls down...
Or if I ever do make a mistake and go over and misplace where I'm putting the mouse, I can just press that. And unlike in a pen and when you're on paper, you once you're messed up, that's it. You can't change it. But in this, you can change anything you like, which is why I like to do everything in digital as well. So things that I don't that I've missed out when I'm penning, and I think, well, if I do that, it's going to make everything look out of sorts. I do over here. But today, guys, this video is purely going to be. It's purely going to be the early stages, and tomorrow we'll be adding effects and things like that. So I'm just going to be putting down base colors and outlining and such like that. And again, guys, if you are joining, don't forget this is going to be a lengthy stream, so be prepared for that.
We're going to call her Itsy Bitsy, Spider-Man says. "That's lame," Deadpool tells him. "You're lame." The two of them talk. Spider-Man tells Wade not to worry so much. His spider tracer has been sending out a signal for the last few hours.
Now we can go hard with it. Get rid of all this here. We don't need this now.
Zero had a vendetta, making monstrosities in his basement. And then suddenly we get attacked by a...
I will probably fill it in afterwards. Ooh, too far. Go crazy with it. You will make a mistake.
Electrocuting Wade, shouting, "I got a piece! Help me!" Spider-Man looks at Wade and asks, "Why?" And and Zero says that he just wanted to have one last shot on the idiot before he surrenders. Spider-Man waits for a moment and then says that these are acceptable terms of surrender. Wade rolls on the ground in pain, stating, "No! My groin is charged with the power of cosmic!" Zero tells him, "Look, no more games, no more fighting. You want to know everything? Fine. Just promise you'll protect me." Spider-Man begins to state,
Get rid of that pointy bit.
Who the hell are you? Zero takes off his mask, asking if they seriously still haven't figured it out yet. Wade goes first. Freddy Krueger's love child with Abby from Dance Moms, and then Spider-Man follows up. Deadpool's left cheek from an alternate universe giving human form. And Wade continues. Jab from the back so after too many fleeting shots. And Spider-Man finishes. Every before image from Proactive merged into a walking acne culture. Zero begins to shout.
I don't like that. Let's take that off back there again.
On Deadpool and Spider-Man. This is why I hated you. Open your eyes. But as Zero is about to say his name, a voice says, "Boring." And suddenly Zero's body begins to fall into pieces. Wade jumps on to Spider-Man shouting, "I hate me! Yes, because of powers of self-cubism! I hate my fear of stupidity." Yes, I'm pretty sure we're not alone. Itsy that hangs out of the ceiling, stating, "Zero was just another egomaniac in a half mask with gnarly skin. How 90s can a person get?"
继续写上 Ash 2
Adverts.
Wade opens fire, and then Spider-Man grabs a hold of the dead buggy and flings it into the ceiling. Wade shouts, "What was that, you jackhole? I love that car!"
Let me quickly check back. Everything's good on the stream.
Yeah. Unless they're into that sort of thing. Webs begin whipping around, cutting off Wade's ear, and he tells Itsy Bitsy to come on down so we can spank her full of bullets. As the fight goes on, Itsy Bitsy tells him, "I really don't want to fight. How about we skip all that stuff and we have a three-way team-up already?" She grabs onto Wade's grenades and throws them behind her, telling them, "Toad cereal time out," and then there's an explosion. That looks badass, right? All backlit. Shapow! The three rush into fighting as Itsy Bitsy grabs Spider-Man in a headlock and begins shooting Wade. She tells them, "Come on, we have a greater calling together." Itsy Bitsy then starts punching Spider-Man, and as Wade tries to stop her, she shoots acid on his chest. As the hole begins to burn through him, Wade tells her that this really knocks her down on the DP sexy scale. Itsy Bitsy takes out one of her swords and holds it above Spider-Man's head, but before she can bring it down, Wade quickly cuts off her hands. She turns around, stabbing another of her swords into Wade, and tells him, "That's interrupting. That's rude." As Spider-Man and Wade lay there, Spider-Man says they can't even touch her, and Itsy Bitsy tells them, "This is your last chance. Join me or it's goodbye." Wade tells him that he's got it, and he asks, "How good is your healing factor, Spider-Man?" Spider-Man says he doesn't have one, and Itsy Bitsy says that he's probably referring to the hundreds of pounds of C4 in the trunk of the buggy. Let's give it a whirl. Wade tells Spider-Man, "Don't worry, you won't feel a thing." Spider-Man asks him, "Really?" And Wade kind of gets rid of that idea. "No, getting blown up hurts like a mother." From the fire, Itsy Bitsy stands up as her bones crack back into place, and after straightening her head, she says that this is why you never meet your heroes. Whatever, there's work to be done. And with that, Itsy Bitsy swings away singing, "The Itsy Bitsy Spider." The story of Spider-Man and Deadpool took some really bizarre turns after Deadpool killed Spider-Man in the first storyline, but hey, whatever, I'm enjoying it. Did you like it? Did you like this idea of a spliced together Spider-Man Deadpool?
I'm not too keen on the idea, but it's a good idea. Maybe I could draw that one, guys. What do you think? Should I draw Itsy Bitsy? Always looking for new ideas, guys, so don't be shy. Let me know in the comment section what you would like me to draw next. Is there anything that you want to draw? Anything that you have drawn?
It was so good.
Send them over, guys, and let me know. I'm just waiting for that playlist to start again.
That's good, man.
I'm going to get rid of that advert again because we're going between stories now. Oh my god, that's another advert. That's 2 adverts in a row. Wow. I'll zoom out again in a second, guys, so you see what I've done. Yep. Right, so we're nearly there on getting that done, getting all that horrible grey behind it gone. And again, guys, I will delete all of this green afterwards.
Now, this is the continuing storyline of Spider-Man and Deadpool versus Itsy Bitsy. We'll tell you who that is in a minute, but it is kind of short.
And it will take me a long time to get this completely finished, guys. I will hopefully get as much done as I can by 3 o'clock today, because that is when I will end the stream today and come back tomorrow.
Anyway, we have 2 more issues to go over, and then we'll be able to wrap up. Now in our last video, when we last left off with Spider-Man and Deadpool, they blew themselves up in an attempt to try and stop Itsy Bitsy, which they failed to do. Itsy Bitsy is a genetically altered human created by patient zero.
You use glasses when you can zoom on a computer. And if my voice starts going, which it normally does when I stream, because I stream every day, guys, I occasionally get a down day. My voice gets a bit crackly. I more than likely won't stream on YouTube again tonight, guys, because this will take me such a long time that I'll probably be wiped out by the end of it. Just a bit tired to be able to do something else. And then again, I might even come back and do a bit more Spider-Man same as last night. It all really depends on how I feel. If you want to see some more Spider-Man tonight, definitely ask for it, and if you do ask, I will come back. But otherwise, I'll just sort of wing it later on and see how I feel.
Spider-Man tells them that there's no proof that they are in a pocket dimension, to which Deadpool opens up a floating zipper which hangs out of each other's pockets and says, "See? Pocket dimension." Spider-Man then asks if that's true, where are they? And Deadpool shouts, "Cleveland! Wait, Weird World!" I was going to bring Sheikla here, but she's currently hating me for being so studly. Hence why I even have this gateway. As Spider-Man gets up, he remembers something else important, and he asks Deadpool, "Did you?" And Deadpool says, "Yes, I totally did." And Spider-Man shouts, "You looked under my mask?" And Deadpool doesn't, "Well, not your mask. How else are they supposed to patch you up?" Of course, Spider-Man can ask what he's looking at. A person flies by, and Deadpool shouts to them, "They are having a delicate conversation in here." The woman on the dragon yells at them, "Who dares steal from Morgan Le Fay?" And Deadpool shouts back, "Who dares start a sentence with who dares?" As the Glarkovans surround the two of them, Spider-Man attempts to web them up, except nothing happens. When he looks over, he sees Deadpool taking the liberty of recreating something. And Deadpool shouts, "Who dares question my web-slinging private time?" Spider-Man walks over to Morgan Le Fay and tells her, "Look, whatever you're planning on doing doesn't mean jack squat. You're just some second-rate sorcerer who used to kick it with King Arthur, and seriously, no one cares." Morgan Le Fay shouts that she will shrink them down to their bones for their insolence. And as she touches the spider suit, she finds herself electrocuted. Spider-Man takes back the particular thingamajig, stating, "Glad to have some of my spider tech still working." One of the Gorgo men shouts that they were slaves and now they're free! And another one shouts that thanks to Spider-Man and Man-Nurse, they can resume their eradication of the vile elven filth. Deadpool says that it looks like Weird World NPCs are kind of going to war. Pretty sure they're talking about genocide. Spider-Man tells them that he heard, and Deadpool says, "I know, they gotta do what they gotta do, right?" Spider-Man throws the gate key and just, "Fine. We'll stop some fake war between made-up people in a fan-fiction universe." And as the two do just that, they begin to ride Morgan Le Fay's fire-breathing dragon while Wade sings, "Fly to the Valkyries!" But no sooner do they stop the war than a new threat appears, and the Slur burrow out of the ground. But while fighting them off, Deadpool then asks that since they have some time to think here, how exactly are they going to take care of Itsy Bitsy anyway? Spider-Man says actually he was thinking about that. They'll win by any means necessary. And Wade tells them that he really hopes he's not talking about what he thinks he's talking about. Spider-Man goes on to state that he's seen her kind before. Maniac, sociopath, the usual stuff doesn't work. Deadpool then says that that would mean that they have to unalive her, right? And last time he checked, that really wasn't on the Spider-Man. Spider-Man finishes off the last of the Flora, and he says that he will do whatever is necessary. People say. After taking a look at the gate key, Spider-Man says that ever since Peter Parker came back from the afterlife, he's been stuck. It's like there's this feeling of whatever he does, whatever he accomplishes in this world, there will always be something missing. Like the whole thing is just meaningless. He hands back the gate key and he asks if they...
Okay, we're nearly there.
Sure, whatever. Just another day battling extra-dimensional beings with your hero who wants to kill someone. Let's rush back to the big city, where a whole 4 hours have passed. And Deadpool says that he can't imagine the excitement that they've missed. As the two of them step out of the portal, they see their logo in web. Bloody bodies still leaking out. Later, as Spider-Man is sitting in her church pew, a voice asks if he wants to talk about it. He says that he's trying to get him to confess, and that the light shines on his bloody mask. He says that it's all because of her. She doesn't hide from it. She isn't afraid. She shows up and does her good work in their name. Anyone Itsy Bitsy deems a threat to society, she kills. Gangsters, supervillains, politicians. Whenever him and Deadpool show up, they lose in minutes of fighting. He has never seen anything like an engine of death, killing people in his name. All like he's being tested because he won't embrace the most obvious answer to the problem. The voice that asks, what is that answer?
There we go. We're ready. Right. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. Right. Let's get going. Can use this pen down here. I might ink it even. I don't know. Well, I'll have a quick think. I do need to get rid of the background though. So if I was to click this, and then actually, do you know what? I could just remove it. There we go. Well, that one there is gone now. So we've removed that back layer. So what we do need to do now, guys, is carry on with some inking of it. So I say inking, it's digital inking, so it's kind of the same thing. What we've just basically done, go all around the outside of it, and then sort of darken lines, everything, and sort of continue on. Really, I'm going to use black ink, obviously.
Why are you, of all people, fighting me on this, Deadpool? Deadpool kicks him back, telling him.
And see how thick that line is. That's a bit too thick. So what I'll do, actually, I'll leave that there. So what I'll do, guys, is minimize it slightly. That's a bit more like it.
Deadpool tells him that it's his honor to be his first stabbing. Nightcrawler jumps between the two of them to try and break them up, but then Deadpool fires a shot at Nightcrawler, telling him to back off.
Just gonna have a quick look on the stream. Let me know and just have a look how bad that's looking on stream. Because I don't want it to be too dark.
But before he can finish, Spider-Man
Not like I'm changing the tone of it.
telling him to stop saying that. Now, in the current time, Nightcrawler tells Spider-Man that there are actually quite a few saints who are killers, according to the Batman. You'd be in fine company. Spider-Man tells him that doesn't make him feel any better, and Nightcrawler tells him that it should. He goes on saying that they've known each other for a long time, but never once has he ever harbored a lust for murder, even in the darkest times. Spider-Man is a legacy, and it's for Rick. And yes, the righteous path can be a burden, but picture a world without the hope that he represents. Spider-Man tells him that that's the thing. That's the only world that he sees right now. Meanwhile, as Nightcrawler's minion puts Deadpool's body back together, Deadpool sits in hell with Chico. Deadpool says that he knows that there's a lot going on between them, but Chico stops him, telling him that he has two choices. If he wants to save their marriage, come with her right now. Otherwise, don't talk to him. Deadpool says that's not an easy choice, but Chico tells him to just go. He only has a few minutes before the helpers return from their break to torture him again. As Deadpool walks into the cell, he tells him...
Exactly what dark that is, because it's a pencil drawing.
To my nightmare. Care for a slightly used...
well, pencil shading anyway. The black pen. What I'll do, guys, is I will outline it all now. Then again, I could possibly not bother with outlining and just go in with colour.
I've become somewhat of an expert on cramming.
It will take me a while to do this, guys, so do be aware that it's going to take me a bit of time to get all this done.
That he hates when the internet is right about the guessing. Weasel gets in Deadpool's face, telling him that he created Itsy Bitsy, which, by the way, is a dumb name, to show the world what a monster Wade Wilson really is. Deadpool tells him that people can change, but what about Spidey? He then begins to
if you want to chat to me, my phone off charge. If you do want to chat to me, my phone is next to me now, guys, so you can again leave a comment in the comment section, or just carry on and watch there.
Deadpool sees the words "do not follow" written in webbing. Nightcrawler says Spider-Man is on a destructive path. Does Deadpool have any part to play in the rest of the...
Okay, I've got my phone back, so let's get the ink pen. Let's make sure it's thickness again, and go around it once more.
That concludes the next 2-issue chapter to the storyline. I don't know why they're breaking it up like this, but hey, that's exactly what they're doing, so we're giving it to you as we can. I mean, those of you guys wondering, yes, we already did the video.
Oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute, we need to make a layer. On this layer, as is a blank layer now, guys, because I'm going to go outlining the piece, I will then outline it, and then it will appear in this layer here, which is, I know it's labeled layer 3, but that was because I've just got rid of one of the layers. La, shut up. Oh, that's not making me move, man. I get comfortable and there's a bloody advert. And another advert. I'll just let it talk in the background. Is any talking? Right, then layer. Yep, we're already on the layer, so let's start outlining this. It's going to take me a bit of time, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Can't actually see that well. But while I do, guys, listen to Comic Story in the background. don't like that.
Spider-Man Deadpool crossover begins, but after the Amazing Spider-Man #1, Peter Parker's rich. Our tale begins with Deadpool walking his wife's little pet demon. Then he's so bored. That is, until he sees a man with a boombox. The boombox is conveniently on a news station, and it informs Deadpool that there are currently frightened eyewitnesses that have spotted a costumed menace, a supervillain flying through the air. So Deadpool grabs the man, asking him why he has a boombox and not an MP3 player or something. The man informs him that perhaps he should go find a villain or something. And that gets Deadpool thinking, that could fill up 20 pages of villain. So he leaves Sheila's pet dragon thingy to fly off on its own, and he takes off across town. And that's where he finds a guy in a hover disc roaming through town. He calls out to him, asking him who he is.
Because this has already been sketched on a piece of paper, guys, I do need to go around this again to so I can actually digitize it that much better. So bear with me while I do that, guys. And while I do, you can listen to the comic story in the background. I don't like the shape of that head. I don't like the shape of that head. So let's get rid of that, and we can, because we're doing it digitally, we can modify.
And therefore find Spider-Man. Spider-Man asks him why he didn't just attack. And Deadpool explains everything that
My hand isn't that steady because I'm using a mouse, which is pants, but I am still saving up for myself to get a digital pad,
All the heroes want to do is fight each other. Shouldn't comic book movies be kid-friendly? Come on, Spider-Man.
which will work with Critter itself. It's kind of like a sketch pad, but it's all digital, and you get a nice stylus with it. I've seen a lot of things and reviews over on Draw with Jazzo, actually. That's where I got the idea from Critter. He did a rating on different apps and what's the best ones, and this one, by far, I must say, is the best app that you can have. It's completely free. So if you guys do want to get it yourself and try out some digital art yourself, then don't forget, I will, at the end of the stream, will leave where you can find it. And if I don't tell you where to get it, guys, do not forget to remind me, because I will possibly forget it. Because once I finish streaming, my son will come home from school. I'm just going to quickly get rid of that so you can see what I've done. As you can see there, guys, you've got the new layer and you've got the old layer.
Then he burns Deadpool's face, throwing him to the ground. David Stuntman then begins to laugh. You fools! This was my plan all along, to get Deadpool unarmed and ready to fight against me! Deadpool begins to make a break for it, dodging the blast coming out of Sam and Stuntman's handbeam, and that's when Spider-Man sees the problem. I'm coming, DP! He webs onto the scene, dodging Sam and Stuntman's disc. While Spider-Man keeps Sam and Stuntman busy, Deadpool sees the character that took his weapons, and he runs over to her, shouting, "Don't you know you're a minor character? Just give me back my weapons!" As Spider-Man dodges even more, Deadpool comes swinging in on the webs that Spider-Man left hanging around, blasting his gun at Sam and Stuntman. Sam and Stuntman then blows a hole in the wall and begins to make a break through it. But as he's flying, a Daredevil actor gets in his way. "Get out of my way, you idiots! What are you, blind?" Get it? Daredevil is kind of blind. The three of them run through a bikini babe scene and then into a scene with zombies. So Spider-Man tries to be correcting, call them walkers, and Deadpool tells them, "Enough! They're zombies! We know they're zombies!" Then they find themselves in a scene from Jurassic Park, which is where Spider-Man leads Sam and Stuntman into the mouth of the T-Rex. Deadpool goes guts. They both walk over for a classic Scooby-Doo unmasking, and they discover that Sam and Stuntman is actually Donald the Giant. It turns out that he wanted to stop Deadpool to keep the real Deadpool from interfering with the movie by using his fourth wall breaks. Then, Donald is arrested and hauled off. The producer runs over asking what they should do now that his star has been arrested, and Spider-Man suggests they hire someone like maybe Ryan Reynolds. He's so much better. But the producer gets another idea. A few months later, we get Nighthawk versus Hyperion. Yawn of boredom. You won't believe that their mothers share the same first name. Deadpool and Spider-Man walk out of the movie with Deadpool asking, how can they be fighting and then be best friends the next minute?
That's a Mickey take of the Superman Batman film. That's funny. There we go. It is just purely an outline, guys. So now we've done the head. Should we continue on? Actually, do you know what? Yes. What I'll do now is I will outline. Woo! I can't even see that. We'll outline the rest of the red, and then we'll do the jacket separately. and then the arms separately again. So we're going to do the inner of the jacket and down through here. So we've got like an underlayer, and then we'll have a top layer on top of that.
Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace. You can start your free trial.
And that is not my offer, so I will have to talk over that. You cannot get the offer through me, guys. But don't forget, you can go over to Comic Store in it if you want to find out and see any of their offers.
Deadpool versus his own wife. Oh, geez, talk about marital problems. This is the complete story series where we break down your favorite comic books into
Gently, gently, all the way down.
We sometimes like to think back to how he met his beautiful and most current wife. He met her after she awoke from a casket nap. That really should have been the first indication where this whole thing was going.
Okay.
Not only is he a terrible person, but Shikla is the queen of Monster Metropolis, which sometimes means that Shikla's monsters wander around in the New York subway, who also happen to get shot repeatedly since everyone in the subway apparently has a gun. It was a few minutes after that Wade rides up in the subway on a horse, telling a few officers to give his thanks to Officer Gill for the loaner that he probably didn't agree to. But he's got a date. As Wade walks down, Shikla is ripping through the crowd shouting, "They killed Farkas!" Wade tells Shikla to just relax. Killing humans isn't going to help her cause. And Shikla points at Farkas' dead body, shouting, "He lived in this land before the Vikings discovered it. He was the last of his kind, and his body just outlasted his mind." Wade says, "Look, this is the New York subway. I once killed a guy for playing the bagpipes. Try to think about this from a human perspective. A monster was running around shouting and all." Shikla pulls Wade aside. "You're defending the disgusting humans?" And he goes, "Of course not. The humans overreacted. They have a legal system in place for these sort of things." Shikla then tells the monster to head back to the metropolis. She will return shortly after seeing this human justice. So Shikla brings the humans who killed Farkas to court, and seeing how the Constitution only applies to actual humans and not so much monsters, the judge decides to let everyone go. Shikla shouts, "Ha!" She knew that this would happen, but she tried it Wade's way. Now it's time for her to make her own justice. She teleports herself and Wade back to the metropolis, and the monsters begin to chant, "No more human rule." As Shikla leads Wade down some stairs, he says, "You can calm them down, right?" Shikla tells him, "Of course, if she wanted. However, she must retaliate, and there's something important that she needs him to do." She then pushes open a set of doors that leads to the end of a stairway, and she tells Wade that she needs him to stay here with her friend and let them chop him up into little pieces and put them into those jars over there. Once the city has been taken over and she has secured a future worth living in, she'll come back and attend to him. She then shuts the doors, and Wade says, "Now I know me and Shikla have been hitting a rough patch recently, but none of you guys would be knocking boots with her, would you?" The Queen's guards all say, well. And Wade shouts, "You freaking jerks! There's going to be body parts in those jars, and they ain't going to be mine." He cuts off the heads of one of the guards, and as the head falls into a jar, it screams. Wade tells him, "Just ask my wife to kiss it better." After fighting a few more, Wade throws some explosives on the wall.
Okay, so we've got that done. I'll do another layer for the pattern itself, and another layer for the belt.
As the train passes, another guard runs out, and Wade fires his grappling hook into the back of the subway car's window, pulling himself up. He then sits in the back of the train, and he sends a group text message out stating
just fluff that bit. I don't really bothered about this bit. It's just the sort of bust area, the beginning of the bust. Well, bust is generally shoulders up, but I went to here really. I did actually copy a picture that was off my phone, which is a picture of Spider-Man, or Punk Spider-Man already, which is where I found the picture and actually copied that one. There's a copy section. Copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. Oh, stretching. Oh, stretching. I'll show you now what I've done. There we go, guys. As you can see, we've done a layer. If you can see, yes, you can. We've done a layer, so we'll have to make another layer now, so we can add in. Just give me a second. So we can add in all the rest of it here. And that is the whole reason I go around it, guys. So you can, once you digitize, things like that.
Which has now become the monster's center, fighting off a horde of demon geese. As the geese overpower Blade, Wade comes in wearing his old western disguise, shooting some of them, telling them, "Don't worry, Peter, no geese are actually being harmed." Except for the one that I just shot, and this other one over here that I just shot. Wade jumps in the fight asking him, "What's my favorite Wesley Snipes impersonator doing here?" And Blade tells him, "What's it look like I'm doing? And what's with your ridiculous outfit?" Wade says that he was hiding from the missus, and Blade asks, "It's true. She's responsible for using the scepter of the Manticore to summon all of these monsters." And Wade responds with, "Well, if you look at it that way." After killing the last of the battle geese, Blade says the last scion of the Helsing family, Camper Van Helsing, works here in New York. They may have access to the family's magical armory to help them in this battle. Wade then asks if he thinks...
Okay, what layer? So I make another layer now. Should I do the jacket or should I do the arms first, I reckon? Do you reckon even? The jacket's going to be underneath, because the reason of making layers, guys, is when you colour them in, the layers will help. So if I was to colour, to make these a little bit bigger, so if I was going to colour here, and I didn't want to get the jacket, you wouldn't get the jacket because it's underneath the actual jacket itself. So if I was colouring, I can't do it now, but I will do it later on. You colour in the suit, and then the jacket on top of it wouldn't be affected. Again, I can't really tell you without showing you, and I can't really show you until I've finished. And I just made that.
And Anna Maria says that he's got to appreciate the irony in that. Seconds later, Peter's phone begins to ring and he answers, asking Wade what does he want. He's kind of busy at the moment. And Wade asks if he happens to be in the Parker Industries building because there's someone who works there that he needs to talk to. Peter hangs up the phone, telling him that he doesn't have time for this right now. Wait, why is my spider sense tingling? Just as he finishes his sentence, Shekel appears behind him, telling him, "Hello." Wade looks at his phone, stating, there must have been a bad connection. Oh well, I'm almost there. Some of the mages spot Wade, and then they encase him in carbonite, telling him that he may have fooled the lesser monsters, but he won't be fooling them. And right now, they're going to bring him into custody. Back with Peter, Peter asks if she's here to help with the invasion, and Sheikla tells him that's exactly why she's here. Now lead her to his arsenal. The two walk into the RNG facility, and Peter tells her he's sorry, but his spider sense is kind of going bananas right now. And Sheikla tells him that she understands. Her kind inspires fear. Peter then tells her he doesn't really think that it's racist. And then Sheikla looks around and notices a device on the table. Camper shouts for her to put it down. It's not finished, nor will it ever be. And Peter then asks Camper, shouldn't she be, gone? Camper tells him not without her favorite soldering iron that she bought with her own money. Sheikla then asks what's the name of the device anyway. And Camper tells her that it induces sleep. So she's calling it the Sandman. To which Peter tells her that she should really change that name. Sheikla then asks how many people can it affect at once. Camper says that the current radius is only 10 feet. Mainly it's used for hospital rooms and clinics. Though she would so take it if Spider-Man wasn't right there. Sheikla holds up the scepter, blasting Peter, and says, "Not anymore. Now how long will it take to widen that radius?" Say to the size of New York City. Meanwhile, over in the monster bar, Wade begins to wake up, and he sees Werewolf by Night, and he says that he's pretty sure that he shot his head off once before. He should probably shoot it up again. Jack tells him, "Look, I'm here so that I can apologize. I didn't want to be the guy that brings him a marriage, so I'm just going to kill you now." Wade then says that he's going to do him a favor. And using a tiny gun in, well, let's just say a place that makes it difficult to use public restrooms, he shoots Jack in the head. Yes. He then fires and makes his escape to the far rooftop to get to the next building over. But after the rope turns into a snake and tries to bite him, Wade thinks that he needs a better plan. Just then a monster falcon flies by and hits Wade with its droppings. Wade thinks, monster falcon poo, huh? Seconds later, Wade is riding the monster falcon shouting, "Woohoo, I'm flying!" And the monster falcon tells him, actually, no, he's flying, and the only reason that he's allowing him to ride on him is because he has a gun pointed at his head. Wade then flies over to the Parker Industries building, and he hops off telling the mages to let him pass. One of the mages asks, "For what?" Suddenly a sword pokes out from the laughing mage's chest, and Wade says, "I did warn you." Blade jumps out, cutting down the other one, and then Wade starts beating another of the mages, telling Blade, "I don't care what anyone thinks. You should have so won an Oscar for New Jack City." Back below, Sheikla asks Camper if it's ready, and Camper signs, stating, "Yes." But before she can use it, Peter webs the scepter from her hand, asking, "How powerful are you with this?" She changes into her massive monster form, and Sheikla then hears Wade calling out to her. Outside the window, Wade asks if someone can open the window for him, and the monster falcon tells Sheikla, "I apologize. I've never been so embarrassed in my life." Sheikla then fires a blast out the window, hitting Blade. As he tumbles inside, he pulls out a shotgun pointing at a Sheikla, stating that he borrowed this from Blade. So he's not sure if it's going to shoot wood or lead. But before he fires, Peter jumps on Sheila, hitting her in the head, stating, "He's got this. You just need a distraction is all." But while Peter and Sheila are fighting, Wade asks Camper, "Who are you?" And after she tells him her name, he says, "No way, you're the reason I'm here." Sheila manages to throw Peter back and then grabs the sandman, putting her scepter into it, and then she starts to emit its signals to put everyone to sleep. Except nothing happens, and Camper mentions that she may have changed the radius to 0. Sheila instead summons more monsters, stating, "Oh well, time to play it B."
I don't lay that.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that I want to. And Peter says, "As much as I hate to admit it, Wade's right, we gotta go." Peter jumps out the window with Camper. And
Yeah, I'll layer that the same layer as the jacket, I think.
Once Wade, Peter, and Camper all get to Camper's apartment,
It's the denim jacket he wears on top.
Wade says that he needs to know if they have any heirlooms that can help track specific monsters. Camper says that that's funny you should ask. She's actually been using that thing as a leg for her cable to one of the legs for a box. Peter then asks, "Who exactly are you going to track anyway?" Wade says the only one who can put an end to this invasion, Dracula. A little while later, Sheila summons more monsters to guard the Rockefeller Center, and as she leaves, John reports that yes, the Rockefeller Center is the base of operations, and yes, it's done of all gross. Elsewhere on a jet, Wade says, "Good. Now all we need to do is try and get that staff that controls the monsters." "Oh, you were already going to do that, huh? Great. That's just great. Well, bye-bye." The pilot then asks, "So where are we going? Somewhere super classified?" And Wade says, "Nah, I need you to take me to find Dracula. We're going to use a stick to point us in the right direction." Peter tells the pilot not to worry. They'll go to an airport close, so that he isn't any danger. A little while later, Wade wakes up after being knocked out by Peter for asking, "Are we there yet?" numerous times when Camper says that she thinks she finally got something. Wade jumps up, grabbing the hat, shouting, "Finally!" And he jumps out and then quickly realizes that he doesn't have a parachute. Peter jumps out, grabbing onto Camper, and then creates a parachute out of a web, asking what happened to Wade. And as Peter and Camper float to the ground, Wade sits on a bench eating ice cream, stating how apparently ice cream is free if you fall from the sky naked, using your costume as a parachute. You are mad about the plane thing, right? After wrapping up Wade's head in webbing, the three walk through the city of Latvia, and Camper asks Peter, how does he know where they are? He tells her that he has spider sense, but actually, there's a tourist shop that they just passed with I Heart Latvia shirts that kind of tipped off their location. Soon the group walks up to a door, and Camper says that according to the family's stick, this is it. Wade cuts the webbing off and begins knocking, asking, "Hello? Is Dracula home?" And Peter grabs Wade, asking if he's insane, and that's when an old woman answers the door. The woman asks if she can help them in Latvian, and Wade, somehow knowing the native language, asks if she's Dracula. She tells them right this way, it's almost snack time for the master. But before going in, Peter says that he hopes the mercs are having better luck getting the scepter, which, no, since the scepter can control Gorilla Man's monster side, they are not having any better luck. Once inside of the home, Wade says they're going to scout out the place for Dracula Guano, and he starts wandering around the house. As Wade goes into the bathroom, he sits asking himself, how could all this happen? What should I even do? I love Sheikla, and whoo, shiny! He then pulls the chain next to the toilet and mistakenly opens up a secret tunnel, which he has now fallen into. A short while later, Peter gets up to look for Wade, and then he finds the stick in the bathroom, asking, where did he? And he notices the chain next to the toilet. After jumping on the wall, Peter pulls Jane, opening up the tunnel, and he jumps down. Peter crawls through the tunnel, and Wade says that he just found out that him and Dracula wear the same brand of undies, which is totally pretty awesome. Dracula then tells them, I just want to be left alone. Is that so hard to ask? He takes a drink from his mug, stating, this is where I dwell after discovering an incredible technology, with which I have grown mighty. Wade says, through video games? And Dracula shouts, I have conquered thousands. Seconds later, Camper flies out of the tunnel, and Dracula says that he can smell her ancestry. She's a Van Helsing. Though I thought your line had finally died out. Peter tells him that that's not really what they're here for, and Dracula responds, stating, I know. You're here to get me to lead my vampire army against that succubus and her monsters, which is never going to happen. Camper shouts, she knows it's because he's a coward. She's heard the stories from her family about him. Dracula jumps up from his chair, grabbing Camper, telling her, I will reunite you with your kid. And Peter tells him, whoa, how about we settle this through a video game? You lose, you come back with us to New York. And Wade says, and if we lose, you get to eat her. Peter tells him, wait. Dracula says, it's a deal. So Camper and Dracula sit, and Dracula takes his own Dracula avatar, that's level 13. Camper switches from her level 66 Deadpool to a level 1 Spider-Man, and Dracula shouts, there is no way that you can defeat me with that. And then the match begins, and as Camper starts to win, Peter says that, for the record, he would never, ever do what she just did to anyone. Is that even anatomically correct? Wade says that he doesn't know, but he's got to find out now. And then back in New York, Mortius finally shouts that he's done it. He's changed the radius of the Sandman. Sheikla says, finally, they will have peace. And then Machine Man Aaron extends his arm, punching her, telling her, peace is overrated. Gorilla Man, realizing that he's part man, steps out of the substitute roll, shouting that he will not be a servant while grabbing onto Sheikla. Sheikla breaks free while Morty throws Sandman into her.
Morty!
Before she can. He tells her that she loses, but Sheikla says
Wrong one.
she doesn't have to hold it to make it work. Suddenly everyone falls asleep. As Wade and the rest fly back into New York, Camper hands everyone artifacts that will help block out the effects of the Sandman. Camper then hands Wade.
As you can see, guys, we're getting there with the layers.
By Nicki Minaj in her very vulgar lyrics. And just then, a monster flies up, smacking the helicopter out of the sky and making it hit the ground. And Wade screams, "Can we land now?" And Peter tells them that they really don't have much
Just stretch again.
crash the helicopter.
And as I do, there's music in the background. Gotta love it.
As the three of them climb out of the wreckage, Wade shouts, "That went great! Oh wait, there's monsters surrounding us!" Peter and Wade start to fight back against the monsters, but as the vampires start to join the fight...
Okay, now we'll stencil out the layer above that, which is the jacket, hands, and belt. So I'll add another layer.
Your creatures are my enemy, which is now your enemy, so join your king in battle. The vampires all say, "Yes, Lord Dracula." And one of the others says, "I'm glad. I hated those little guys anyway." As the fighting continues, Sheikla shouts, "What the hell is this?" And Dracula says that it is a pleasure to see you again, though it is a shame that Deadpool has to be around for it. She tells him that she likes mostly how it turned out last time, and Wade shouts, "Aw, this reminds me of the first time that I met you, Sheikla." However, with Sheikla distracted, Aaron manages to destroy the Sandman device, since, well, he's not a human, and he tells everyone that it's time for them to get up and fight the monsters again. As everyone on the ground begins to wake up, Dracula tells Sheikla, "You should end this fight." She asks, "What are you proposing exactly?" Dracula takes one knee and he says, "I've always wanted you to be my bride, and I must confess that I still want that. Will you marry me?" And Wade shouts, "I'm yours, Dracula!" And Peter says, she can still say no, Wade, except Sheikla smiles and says, "Yes, she will." And Aaron says, "At least he still did a good job, right?" A short while later, once the unholy demon priest arrives, he begins to go through the ceremony. Just before he weds Sheikla and Dracula, he asks if there's anyone who feels that this couple should not be united in unholy matrimony. Wade, who is now stabbed into his flesh, tries to say something, but Peter, who is wrapped up in webbing, says, "Don't look at me. I just want to get to the reception. The bridesmaid behind me is too hot to drop." Sheikla and Dracula then kiss, and Sheikla says, "Congratulations on becoming her first bride." Dracula tells her that it's not exactly how this works, but we should probably head to the Monster Metropolis to stop the fighting. As the two newlyweds leave, Peter breaks from the webbing holding him, and he tells Wade that he needs to borrow his katanas for a second. After making several quips regarding dogs, Peter finally manages to cut down the giant spider and tells Wade to hang on, he's got this. He fires a string of webbing at Wade, and then he rips him off the wall, and Wade shouts, "Watch your hairless orbs, that hurts!" Peter tells him that he's already regretting this decision. Down in the Metropolis, Dracula announces
Read then, that's that.
That they should join together and enslave humanity to rule the planet. Dracula tells them to bow, and Jack says that even with the scepter, they are not bowing to him. But before Dracula can say anything, Peter swings in, kicking Dracula, telling him, "It looks like the non-human people have spoken." Wade then grabs Sheikla, asking, "Can we talk for a second, dear? Why would you marry Dracula? He killed your brothers, you know." Sheikla says, "If you had gotten to know them, you probably would have killed them too." Sheikla then slams Wade into a wall, shouting, "You cannot tell me to impulsively marry." As all of the monsters and vampires go back to fighting, Dracula grabs Peter, telling him, "I will suck you dry." And Peter says, "I'm not too sure if that's as intimidating as you think it is." And Dracula punts him. Peter walks over to the hole that Sheikla threw Wade in and says that, "I've never been kicked so hard by a guy with a ponytail," and what? And just before kissing the almost naked Sheikla, Wade says, "Hey there, Spidey. How's it going?" Sheikla tells him that he should stay. He might learn something, or... And Peter stomps up shouting, "La la la, not listening!" So after having their make-out session ruined, Sheikla says that she has a question. Why does he burden himself with humans? He'll outlive them all, so there's no point. Wade tells them that they're not all burdens. He will admit killing them is way easier to deal with. But someone doesn't have to set out to love someone. It just happens. One day you wake up and you can't think of a good reason to kill them. So you're just going to go on watching to see what happens. That makes sense? Sheikla hugs Wade, telling him, "Thank you." And then she kisses him to death. She walks back out and tells everyone that that's enough. She must speak with her husband. She tells him that they could crush them all, but they really want to. As hard as it is to believe, she's changed since the last time that they met. And Dracula rips apart a vampire, asking, "Really? Are you suggesting that we just let them deal with themselves?" Sheikla goes on, telling him, "I love our people, but if they don't want me, I've got better things to do." Dracula tosses the vampire part that he was leaving aside, stating, "Well, some of these people have harnessed the power of sun. I was worried that one day they would just send Dazzler in to explode me in my sleep." So Sheikla tells Dracula to just join her and let them take their leave. The two disappear. All of the monsters and vampires cheer, and Peter asks, isn't anyone else worried that they basically just got bored and left us all here? After waking up from death, Wade gets up and asks, what did I miss? And Peter tells him, actually, I don't even know. It's not my problem. But the good news is you're single now, buddy. Peter then hugs Wade, telling him, bring it in. And Wade asks, what's this for? And Peter says, it's to distract you while my associate here serves you a legal document that your legal wife kind of blew apart your industry. Nothing personal. Peter then waves goodbye and another man appears, stating that he is from the city of New York, serving him the exact same thing. See you in court, Deadpool. As everyone leaves, a monster stops by the letter, and Deadpool asks him, what, you gonna sue me too? And the monster says, no, it's on your ex. Deadpool reads the letter, and it's a letter from Sheila telling him that he needs to not move around and get on with his starry life. They may have rushed their marriage, so she is now on complaint herself. Just keep the phone on just in case you need to. As a third man tries to serve Wade, he punches him, telling him, you know what? It's nice to end a relationship without a corpse. Today's video was made entirely possible by our sponsor, Squarespace.
Not my sponsor, though.
Where you can find all of our videos sometimes ahead of time over on the website. We've been using Squarespace to get that made. But if you click the link down below or go to squarespace.com.
Or you could, or you could just go over to Comic Storian and check them out, guys. They should be down below as soon as the stream ends today, and I will hopefully post everything that I can about them downstairs, down below.
Squarespace.com/comicstorian. You will get 10% off of your first purchase with Squarespace. I'm actually really enjoying their service because it's
they might be again, guys. It's not my offer. I cannot offer you that. So you need to go over to Comic Storian, where they will tell you even more about this offer, and you can find out more about them too. And you can find these streams, so you can find these playlists for yourself, so you can check them out anytime you wish. I just like listening to them while I draw, guys, because it just gives me something to do listen to in the background, and it takes the dead air, which obviously I'm standing here doing absolutely nothing talking wise, because it takes me, as you can see, while me just doing this hand, me talking while I actually draw does affect the way I draw. But I'm using a mouse as well, so please be forgiveful. Okay, now I'm going to individually get rid of each layer so you can see what I've done and every piece. And when I go around to inking them again, guys, sorry, not inking, when I go to color in a moment or two, you will see which layer will do what.
To be as individual as you are, set your 2 custom plans.
Hey guys, I'm Spider-Man, and welcome back to the actual ending of the Deadpool / Spider-Man storyline that has been going on. Let's give you a super fast recap, Spider-Man style, because I'm Spider-Man and no one else. Not at all a Deadpool who may have put on some weight and didn't want you guys to know that I was actually Fat Deadpool. Anyway, Fatpool here to tell you what's going on in Spider-Man Deadpool. You see, in that storyline, Spider-Man and Deadpool had to end up fighting against each other because Deadpool was going to go try and kill Peter Parker early on, but then he discovered that Peter Parker actually wasn't a bad guy. What ended up happening was Peter Parker turned out to be actually a fake clone / patient zero individual who Deadpool sent down to hell. But that individual then made an evil love child baby of the two of them together. Her name is Itsy Bitsy. She's got 6 arms and she loves to kill people in the name of Spider-Man. You know, this guy right here. Anyway, Itsy Bitsy then went ahead and started murdering people, which drove Spider-Man over the edge to go ahead and start murdering people. That's where we left off in the story, and he kind of killed me. Anyway, that's pull out. You guys enjoyed the storyline. Let's move forward.
Don't make me delete everything. I could. I've just. Oh no! You can have it on this layer. It should be fine. No, you can't. What are you doing, you fool? You fool! What are you doing, you fool? You can't have that on the top layer. I have to get rid of all that now.
She has been making kills across the city of New York in their names, the names of Spider-Man and Deadpool. As the two sparred, Spider-Man.
Cool, that's gone now to make sure I haven't deleted anything else. No.
Who Patient Zero was, which was Weasel. desired storyline is laid out in a playlist that I'll be linking down below. And this is the conclusion to Itsy Bitsy. As Wade finally manages to catch up with Spider-Man, it seems that
They said I didn't just delete the hands.
upgrades to his suit. Wade says, by the way, your fly is totally down.
Now we're good.
Cutting off my head was the least subtle way to end our play date.
I've got to go. What layer do I need to go for that hand? What's under that
Sorry for
hand?
what happened back there with Chris. But this isn't a murder spree. This is one. He's not. Wade,
Any of these, really?
Look, we've done the whole song and dance thing about this. So I'm just going to go on one final pitch of sanity with you. Back when he gave me the ultimate haircut, I dropped in to see our old pal, Patient Zero, the guy who started all of this. And beneath all of that emo gear that he was wearing, he was my ex-sidekick, Weasel. Turns out Weasel hated me. And he struck a deal with the Netherworld, and he came from hell to execute a plan for some big wicked demon that apparently has a mad hard-on for Spider-Man. Everything that we've been through, the whole Parker setup, the robbery, Itsy, it's all been a game to push you over the edge. Spider-Man shouts, why? Why would they create that monster? Wade tells them that this is what they wanted. You're soaking it all in right now. Kurt mentioned that this would have been a battle for your soul, and I'm pretty sure that Kurt was being kind of literal. Up above the two of them, Itsy Bitsy is listening in, and she says that this is where you're finally going to kiss, or are you going to skip to the part where you tear it up? Spider-Man pushes Wade back, and he jumps in, telling Itsy Bitsy, this is your last chance. If you don't stop what you're doing, you're going to die tonight. She shouts that she's never been more turned on by Spider Daddy. So please, enlighten her. As Wade gets back up, Spider-Man radios to him that they really need to talk. But a beep goes off on Wade's phone. As he looks at it, he sees a picture of his daughter with a shining Spider-Man doll. Spider-Man says that he didn't want him to get in his way, but the cloaking systems installed in his house will only be on for so long. So unless he goes back and deactivates that doll will broadcast its location to everyone that Deadpool has ever pissed off across the galaxy. As Spider-Man chases Itsy Bitsy, she asks, why don't we just team up? We can take down the criminal empires, stop the crooked justice system. In fact, it's our responsibility with powers like this. Peter shouts that their responsibility does not include playing
Okay, right. Get rid of that.
Itsy Bitsy jumps on Spider-Man, telling him that he's lying. She can't tell though because
Yeah, that's where I wanted that to be.
The cannon on Spider-Man's
Cool,
shoulder
right.
is to burn away at one of Itsy Bitsy's arms. And Spider-Man says that she's right. He was lying. He was reading up on her, and he found that her regenerative capabilities are off the charts.
What I might do now, because I want it to be over the top, I might go over here and do the eyes again. So I want it to be very, very top.
So this is her final warning. Itsy Bitsy swings back, telling him that she would like to make a retort. And then she fires her gun, shooting off one of Spider-Man's mechanical arms. Spider-Man falls down into the shipping containers below, and Itsy Bitsy jumps down, pulling out a sword, saying, this is all boring! She's gonna end this now! And just before she can swing down, another sword is thrown through the two arms, holding down Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks up and Wade tells him, now, we've gotta go get the transmitter. Wade then stops Spider-Man, telling him, I know you're really twisted right now, but you would never put a little girl's life in danger because of it. Tell me that I'm wrong.
Why do I always, every time I do the eyes?
Tell me that you wouldn't just kill a little girl because of some dumb midlife crisis. Itsy Bitsy attacks, and Spider-Man shouts, she's fine. Are you happy now? I was bluffing. Wade gets pushed back, and two more swords are thrown, fitting him into a container. And Itsy Bitsy says, you know, the three of us could have made a beautiful babies. Spider-Man then webs up Itsy's leg and swings her back into a tarp-covered object. As she hits it, her body begins to disintegrate. Spider-Man says that's the clean energy that he was talking about. It's a plasma bleeder, which essentially duplicates the conditions of the sun for a billionth of a second. Itsy's upper half begins to fall to the ground, and Wade shouts, yeah, we did it! Now we just gotta cover up in some hard shell, and Spider-Man stops him, telling him, you aren't listening. We trap her, she'll regenerate, and she'll escape. This ends now. Spider-Man picks up Itsy's body, and she tells him to do it. Show some spine! Be all that you can be. And, or I'll swear I'll go back to wearing this city like a skin suit. Spider-Man sighs. I know, which is why we're gonna have to take a stroll in my Son of Ice. God forgive me. But before he can throw her in it, a bullet grazes by his and
right.
Wade jumps down, telling him, look.
Listen, guys, I'm going to make another cup of tea, take a little quick rest my hand a little bit, and then we'll come back and colour.
Wade pulls down his mask. He says, yeah, same thing. Meanwhile, down in hell, Mephisto shouts that the beloved Spider-Man, so special, so pure, oh, everyone likes that. Back up on her. Spider-Man pulls away one of Wade's guns, telling him that this has to be done. Wade shouts that he understands. He has a PhD in making craft decisions, and this is one of them. There has to be a super max prison somewhere that can handle her, or a parallel dimension. Maybe we could have just called the Dragon Balls and whisked her away. Spider-Man tells him, actually, I didn't think of that one, Wade. Oh, right, they would exist.
It was so good.
Extraordinary. Isn't it, Vic? I'm so proud of this.
Yeah, that's good, man.
1 second. Hold on.
Thanks for that, man. Wade and Spider-Man begin to fight. Disney watches and moves. It generates. Spider-Man knocks away Wade, so Disney jumps up onto Spider-Man, telling him that he isn't killing anyone today, though she wasn't pressed, and he came so close! She then throws Spider-Man over towards Wade, that they should just talk about it for a second. They can create a new normal! Spider-Man jumps back in, telling her that he is done talking. And as Mitzi goes on, Wade listens in. This is the scary part. Spider-Man's not responding anymore. No jokes, no nothing, just fighting. Spider-Man grabs one of Mitzi's legs and rips it off. And he gets a beater with it. Mitzi stops moving. Spider-Man says that there's a hole inside of him. One that he thought that if he kept fighting or shrinking, it's not working. Wade tells him that he knows a lot about holes, and a lot about what they should and should not be filled with. But murder, even a righteous, justice with murder, isn't going to help. It'll just pull you apart. Spider-Man tells me no. But before we can finish, we punch him, calling him a coward. You want to throw your life away for this one psychopath? You know what? Screw it! It's your life! We have all the pins and all of this smoke grenade possible. As the smoke floods the area, Spider-Man grabs Mitzi by the arm and he holds her into the plasma freer, burning her alive! As Spider-Man steps back, Wade asks him, how did it feel? Spider-Man, completely justifiable righteous murder. That's what Watson's getting. No. And Wade goes on asking, did it make you feel whole? You know it was brought to you by one of your glorious image-inducing vision machines, which, by the way, I owe you a new image-inducing vision machine. Spider-Man steps out of the smoke and Wade turns back to the circling news helicopter, shouting that the bad guy is dead. The day is saved! Now make sure to edit this so that it was Deadpool who saved the day with the killing. Spider-Man walks over asking, why? He would have done it. He would have killed. Wade stops and telling him, yeah, I know you would have. The world would have been a much nastier place for it, too. That's plain B. Wade walks off telling him, don't worry, I'll hit up an Assassin's Anonymous meeting, so don't look so bad. We won. The next morning, atop the Brooklyn Bridge, Spider-Man watches the sunrise getting up to ice. Wade walks up, telling him, you know, if you keep eating that, you're going to have to let the belt down on that suit. Spider-Man stops and he asks him, do people really change? Like, after a certain point, are we locked into who we are? Wade says that after their uproarious little adventure, I can definitely say I have no freaking clue. Spider-Man looks at Wade's scarred face and Wade says, yeah, I had to cancel my proactive spokesmodel thing, but at least my arm's growing back, so there's that. As Wade tries to pull his mask down, Spider-Man tells him that he almost compromised everything that he's ever fought for, trying to get me go away. Wade asks him, who hasn't? I've tried booze, dry goods, punching, killing bad guys, and only one thing seems to work. Spider-Man tells him, his friends, people who he loves, doing good things. And Wade follows up with, actually it is booze, but sure, fun. Spider-Man hugs Wade, telling him that he knows what he sacrificed for. He swears that he'll make it up. And as Spider-Man webs off, he shouts,
Just going to check these quickly, making sure these layers are good.
Clapping tiny little arms, saying, yeah, we should do this again sometime. I hope you guys enjoyed the conclusion to our storyline. Don't worry, we've already looked at the solicits that are going on with Marvel Legacy, and they're keeping my and Spider-Man foot around. I mean, who wouldn't put the two of them together? Don't we make a beautiful couple? Just picture more babies like Itsy Bitsy, but not psychotic, wanting to kill everyone. Anyway, guys, don't forget to follow the Comic Story channel because he does an amazing job telling you my stories. And you can follow him on Twitter at Comic Story. That's his Twitter channel over there. Don't forget, right here's the rest of the Spider-Man Deadpool storyline, and right here is where you can find yourself other Comic Story and products and individual stuff, and maybe more Deadpool stories. I don't know what you're gonna put there. That guy's incredible. I'll see you all later. Bye. That's cool out.
Yeah, they look alright to me.
It was really overwhelming. Literally how they do that.
Got goosebumps as well.
I got goosebumps, though, my God, I got goosebumps.
Live music. But we don't really understand
I like live music.
that produce those chills, those goosebumps that we have when we are really.
Spider-Man and Deadpool, two of my favorite superheroes, together again for another epically long, crazy, awesome story arc. The only thing you really need to know is that the Itsy Bitsy thing is currently gone. They're not doing that anymore. And that Secret Empire did happen. So currently Deadpool is wanted for killing Phil Coulson. And Spider-Man's not really working directly directly with him at the beginning of this storyline. Hope you guys enjoy. With the fall of Parker Industries, Peter Parker was forced to give up his life of luxury and was reduced to sleeping on friends' couches, one of which is Mockingbird, Bobby, the ex-SHIELD agent, who's already sick of Peter sleeping in past 5:30 a.m. As she yells for Peter to get up, he looks at the clock and asks why she got up so early and is already dressed to go out. And she tells him that she got a tip from some AIM jerks trying to make a move on some black market weapons. Without SHIELD around, someone's got to clean these things up. Peter starts to get up telling her that he can join her, and Bobby tells him no, Spider-Man already has a job. Peter Parker doesn't. She knows things are difficult, but he needs to get back on the horse and get out there. Also, don't touch any of her food and don't spend all day watching TV. Once Bobby leaves, Peter sits back down and he turns on the television. After flipping through several news outlets talking about how much of a horrible person Peter Parker is, Peter finds a commercial with Deadpool. Wade tells the viewers that if they're tired of being held back in life by the lack of weapons of mass destruction, then look no further. Come on down to see the finest selection of artillery, implements of mayhem for your bathroom, bedroom, and more. Peter grumbles as he grabs his phone and tries to call Deadpool, and just as he expected, Wade does not answer. As Wade's voicemail beeps, Peter shouts at him, "You've gone too far this time. It's bad enough that you're already the most wanted person in the world, but now this?"
I'm going to try and get as much done today, guys, because obviously I haven't got so much time tomorrow because I'm going to go have my eyes tested because I need glasses. It helps with my drawing as well. So sort of, and especially when I use the screen on the telly when I play games and such.
Bobby tells him that she's kind of busy at the moment.
I'm going to do the colouring in a moment, with as much colouring as I can on different layers. Maybe just do a little bit of shading. Oh no, the shading will be tomorrow, and I will add more effects like I did last week. I don't know, in the background, making a cup of drink.
Peter tells her, "How do you know it's working?" A few seconds later, she pings his phone telling him that he should be there or around there. Peter tells her that she already found him, and she says, "Yeah, she can multitask." After suiting up, Peter heads out to the coordinates that Bobby gave him and lets through the city. He thinks to himself that he knows that Wade was the one who shot Agent Coulson under the orders of the evil Steve Rogers, but somehow he feels that this is partially his fault.
Evil Steve Rogers. And then he's good, then he's bad, then he's bad, then he's good. It's like Hydra. Well, I didn't like Captain America to begin with. That's why.
He jumps on board and sneaks into that helicarrier, finding Kate Waynesboro and her assistant Hellcat. She totally shouldn't be here. Peter says, "All right, mad scientist lab completely talking cow." Pretty much has Deadpool written all over it. And then he's face to face with a Hulk plushie, and Screwball flies by asking, "What are you doing here?" Peter tells him that this is perfect. Every circus needs a clown. Screwball said the last time this was tangled, he was a not-so-friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Since then, she's gotten a new job and some new upgrades. Her boss is now a totally awesome guy with a killer dental plan. Peter tells her, "Wait." But as Screwball pushes a button, a trap door opens, causing Spider-Man to fall, but not before webbing up Screwball and taking her with him. The two fall into a room full of Hulk plushies. And
okay, drink, mate.
Definitely the house that Deadpool built. As Screwball begins to get up, she charges into Peter, shouting, "How did you get past my defenses? Only friendlies are welcome aboard." And a voice calls out, "That's right." And Wade springs out of the plushie, stating, "That's because Spider-Man is my super most bestest friend." But before Wade can even finish his thought, Peter yells, "You're under arrest!" And he tackles Wade to the ground. Wade tells him, Fight! But first, let me give you the MTV Cribs tour. You need to see my collection of stuffed animals." Peter throws Wade across the room and into the lab of Clay Quarterman, a life model decoy with a living tree living on him. As Clay begins to tell Wade that the Rogue Shield Beetle tanks are about to be picked up, Wade whispers to keep the criminal foot down. Peter grabs Wade and he says, Look, I know what you're really here for. You need a job, right? After getting fired from that loser Peter Parker, Spider-Man needs some money." Peter yells, "You stole a helicarrier!" And Wade says, "In my defense, I found it in a ditch." Peter then goes on telling him, "Not only that, but you're selling Rogue Shield gear on late-night TV ads. This whole thing is over. No more jokes, no more stupid rooms, no more." But Wade tells him, Wait. I'm not selling Shield goods on late-night TV ads. All of these weapons are for my personal collection." He then goes to the computer and sends an email to Screwball stating that she needs to look into late-night ads starring him. Also, they need to work on the intercom system. He walks up and punches the keyboard, and in doing so, causes the two of them to fall back into the ocean, where Wade telepathically introduces Bruce and Deborah, the mutated sharks. Peter then asks him, "How are you talking to me telepathically?" And the amphibian swims up telling Wade that he's told him countless times, "No swimming during training hours." The amphibian then goes on telling him, "You breed these sharks in the Black Site Shield Aquatics Weapons Facility. They are designed to read thoughts and project them into others' minds." Wade begins to swim away after having his leg
Just gonna make sure the stream's still good, guys. Just bear with me. See if I can find where the mouse went. Ah, and get bigger. I see it.
But first, you should go download the new episode of Stranger Things.
Back in.
This is where all the magic happens, buddy. Peter shakes up the water from his mask
Ugh,
and shouting,
kick it.
"That is enough. You killed Colton.
Kick
You
it.
go to jail. But since we've worked together, I'll make sure you get help." Wade punches Spider-Man, telling him, "I'm always going to be the bad guy. I tried. I really did. But you know what? I'll never be one of the good guys. And what you saw on TV, that was an imposter. Thanks to Screwball's super fast research, I can tell you what's going on with all of this late night crap." Spider-Man ends up falling into a hatch, and Wade then goes on telling him, "For the record, I was
Nom, nom, nom.
never
Cup of tea.
hilarious."
Right.
Then jump down, grabbing onto Peter while
Colouring.
Shane is opening the hatch and yells, "And we're going to stop this imposter."
Colouring. So we need to just want to check momentarily. I will get rid of these colours afterwards. So that this is going to be like a blue, and then this underneath, that is going to be a red, like so, guys. You see what I mean? You can do a different layer. Each layer has a different things. You can never overcolor something you've already done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do base colors and continue on with that way, so I can see what I'm doing and all the other things that I need to do. So I'm going to get rid of those colors there and start with. I don't actually know the colors of the suit. Actually, yes, I do. What am I talking about? Because I've got it here in my paperback version. Paperback version. There we are, guys. That's what I've already drawn. I did that in sketch form, and then I inked that one, guys. And then after that, I did it in Copic markers. This is going to be my reference now.
Choking Wade, creating a tripwire that trips the giant bird creature. Wade begins to pull the webbing off, telling him, "See, we have such good chemistry." The creature
all I need is to find a nice, decent red.
And then it tries to grab Spider-Man. As Spider-Man dodges, Wade
Well,
yells, "Come on, don't let me die at some monster stack." As the creature
I have it in a base color red, so I need to stay with this layer here, and then we'll just color this in.
And he pokes the sack, asking Wade,
Actually, it's not actually there, is it? Let me a second. I need to mark off the
which BT Dubs is totally fine with me.
mark off these. So get that back to where it was, and then have that black again. Yeah, we're in a nice. Right, I have to zoom in on those. We can do some nice detailing now. This is my favorite part.
That one's Jerry. This place got worse after Deadpool showed up. So we should probably let Jerry's assets slowly
Thinking
go.
about it, should I do those on this jacket layer?
The one dying in the sack, that's the real one. And Husk asks, so the one that we ran into was an imposter? Fine. Let him go.
Yeah, I'll do it on
Jerry
this
snorts,
this
shoots
layer
back.
here because it is going to be on top of everything else.
Ever.
They are purely just lines anyway.
Fantastic votes by that. Phil, I don't know why you're here. There's nothing the matter with my laptop. I'm Jimmy Dunn. Welcome to Roast Battle. The show that offends everybody in equal measure.
It's an advert you can hear in the background, guys. I do apologise. There is adverts every now and then. I am watching things on YouTube.
Joined by a brand new judge. That's a master moment right there, ladies and gentlemen.
To watch you two was a massive privilege.
What a show we're making. Brand new Roast Battle Week starts 1st of October on Comedy Central. Everything goes on stating that Fake Fool has been selling stolen shield weapons and guesses that he probably is headed towards the central lab in this location. Husk tells them that they can work together to stop Fake Fool.
That's cheap.
Follow her. Wade yells, "Can we please get a ride on those creatures?" And a few moments later, Wade screams, "Hi-ho, creature thing! Away!" As the three ride off, Husk asks Spider-Man why he's working with Deadpool anyway. And Spider-Man tells him that he's not. He was kidnapped after going hunting for him. And after this, Wade shouts, "I'm going to jail!" Everyone heard it the first 5 times you said it, Spider-Man. Can we go and punch stuff now? Just then, there's an explosion at the bird creature's feet, throwing everyone to the ground, and another voice shouts, "Good morning, campers." The fake Deadpool steps up and asks, "Can you believe that Shield left behind some highly impressionable creatures? They seem so happy to be let out." Wade gets up stating that he can walk the walk, not so much talk the talk. Let's see if you can fight the fight. Husk sheds her skin, turning it into a hard rock-like substance, and then jumps up, punching one of Fake Fool's monsters to the ground. Wade gets up, walking up to Fake Fool, pulling his mask to reveal himself. Fake Fool tells him, "The truth hurts, doesn't it?" Wade reaches up, ripping off that mask, revealing Dum Dum Dugan. And Dugan says, that's right, Dum Dum. Dugan punches Wade to the ground, telling him, I only need a few pieces of you for the next part, so do me a favor and hold still. Wade jumps
Right, okay, now I know where they're going to be, so I can go back to this layer again to get rid of that one. And then we'll get that red we had. And we'll enlarge. No, we won't. We'll just go to this. It doesn't matter. Yes, it does because I'm on the wrong layer. You flanker. Right. Now I can do it underneath. So that's. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, you an idiot. Right, I have to go back here again. It's always good to know what you're doing.
Another mask flies off and Faithful stands up. It's Captain America. And he says, yeah.
That's red. We want red.
Suddenly everyone hears singing and Wade bamps one of the sharks from before on top of the monsters, letting it bite down onto its head. Wade lands and he looks back at Peter Husk asking, what? You thought I'd leave you? Just then Wade is shocked and the electricity shoots through the water, shocking everyone. Faithful gets up.
Okay, so now we won't overcolor that. That's all good. And we'll go back to the color we had, which was that, and then we'll go here, and then we'll go, whoop. See what I mean, guys? It doesn't matter if we overcolor this, because we're going to color that anyway. We can go here, so I can just faff around and color that in as much as I like, and it doesn't make any difference whatsoever where I put this, because we cannot overcolor, not even that, guys, see? And, yeah, we go. Oh, right. I'll make those in a second. I have to go in a bit deep. I have to go in a bit closer and a bit smaller with paintbrush.
Peter tells him it's probably to open up whatever secret vault he came for. And Wade tells him, how dare you assume we came here for Faithful. Also at this time, Husk begins shedding her stone skin and climbs up out of the ropes, grabbing one of Wade's guns.
What I might do afterwards, guys, is color that, go around the head a bit more.
Seconds later, Bruce and Deborah fall out of the sky,
with another dark color, like I would anyway with like inking and things. And now you see why I did that eyes again.
A light model decoy claimed Quartermain that was infected with a sentient organic virus, to which the branches say hello. Peter then sees an apple hanging from one of the limbs, and he asks if they can eat that. Branch then says that those are the fruit of his bowels, and Wade, while currently eating one, mentions that they are delicious. Once everyone is ready to head over to the vault, and the first thing that Wade sees is a giant missile, and he says that these look wonderful. And Peter tells him, don't even think about it. And Branch says,
why would you do that to me?
Branch, that's not cool. Silence is golden. Screwball runs over to one of the computers and begins going through the files, and then mentions that according to this, Chameleon was looking for something called. But before she could finish, there's a loud boom as the desk gets destroyed. The Chameleon stands up to smoke with a rather large.
Follow that line.
Wade, thanks for the help. You're real.
Now, again, we're only going to be doing the base colors today, guys. We're not going to be doing any kind of great detailing or any shading or anything like that. Just so I've got the colors ready for tomorrow, because I'm going to be ending the stream in about an hour's time, as my son will be home from school, and it's not that easy. Oh, I forgot I could do that. There we go. Because I was clever.
The gunner goes to the tank to pour on the clay, and he shouts that whatever was in there is making it so that he can't control Branch. The virus is losing control. The virus then begins to grow and spread. And
there we go. Right. That's the basics done from that.
I found him on Craigslist. Chameleon fires through the vines to escape, and while everyone else begins to get back up, Wade tells Spider-Man and Husk to go on ahead. Who's going to handle this? Spider-Man and Husk run on ahead. Spider-Man calls back that they're going to find Chameleon. And Husk asks, do we really have to? Up ahead, Chameleon jumps onto Husk with shield rocket car and begins to take off. But Spider-Man revs it up at the last second and pulls himself up.
Got a hell of a lot of red, so I'm going to do all the red first. But we'll do it on the layers that they are.
And when we do, I'm not just going to kill you. There's going to be something else more.
Saying I have to do the
button on the steering wheel, an electrical charge shoots out, hitting Spider-Man, causing him to lose balance and fall off. He falls back to the ground where Husk catches him with one of the bird creatures, and she asks,
there's more pattern on his arm, so I'll do that in a second.
They get back to the vault, they find it completely emptied out. Wade and his team are also not there. Just then the lights are turned off, and Husk tells Spider-Man that she really hates him. Spider-Man tells her that he's been getting that a lot recently. Back up with the stolen from helicarrier, the USS Pool, Wade laughs eating one of Branch's apples, stating, "Can't control Branch. Classic!" Deadpool then high-fives everyone, stating that they did their parts well. "Just look at our haul!" Screwball tells Wade that it seemed like Chameleon did get away with something. A file that contained something. Wade laughs out loud again, asking, "Paper? He stole paper? What an idiot. Brock's beat paper, and more importantly, WMD's beat paper. Come on, let's just go see who's going to buy these toys at the highest price. Daddy needs the new stuffed animals." However, over at Chameleon's secret hideout, he gets to pull out the file with the words Project Doppelganger written on them. And he says, "Now, the real fun begins." And there you have it, more Deadpool and Spider-Man Insanity. Let me know in the comments down below, what side are you on, Deadpool or Spider-Man?
Well, Spider-Man, of course, but Deadpool. I don't know.
Right here at Comic Story. Don't forget to subscribe to see the next part of the story. I don't know when it's going to be coming out because at this time the arc is still going, which means subscribe so you can see when we bring you that story. Hope to see you here, and bye. Bye-bye.
That arc is actually finished now.
Ciao. Sayonara.
We'll probably hear the next piece in a moment.
So long. Okay, bye.
Doo 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 dum 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 doo dum doo doo dum dum. Right, I need to go down the hands. I'm going to do a bit of colouring here, actually. A little bit of red here. Because we've already done this bit. We can then put the
It was really overwhelming. Literally
colours on top of that. Again, I'm not doing anything spectacular here.
Everybody loves live music.
Just putting the basic colours on.
That produce those chills, those goosebumps that we have when we are really excited. Most people think that it has something to do with the acoustic profile of the sounds, but we think that live music in particular is much more conducive to producing the goosebump effect. Normally we study musical perception.
You don't go, never go outside the lines. That's where you put the lines in.
They're going to be answering some questions about who they are and what their musical preferences are. We're also going to study their physiological responses using devices and smart apps.
Check my phone in a moment, guys.
Multiple factors. These are the social
Need a
context,
steady eye and a steady hand.
the acoustic profile, and all of these are affected by cognitive factors.
And that'll do. We can always outline it again. Little mistakes is okay. We can always delete it as well, guys. We can outline it again with the eraser. I've just remembered I could do. Again, I'm using my drawing that I've already drew.
The results suggest that live environments are unique for providing a dynamic experience for the music lover.
I love being able to do this.
In live audiences.
Oh, it's so much easier. Right.
We're encouraging people to go enjoy music and have those wonderful responses.
It was really overwhelming.
Oh my goodness, the same advert again. Why do you have to do that? 3 adverts in a row? That's just irritating.
You like Spider-Man? Hey, peanut butter and jelly, my friend. Put your hands together now.
Who likes adverts? Put a thumbs up in the comments. Or leave a like on the stream if you like adverts. Oh, that'll do, pig. That'll do. His hands are red as well.
They were going to pick up where that one ended.
Yeah, I'm getting sloppy. Give me a second.
Deadpool to stop Chameleon, who was impersonating Deadpool by stealing weapons from abandoned shield warehouses. Now, Deadpool was in fact stealing from these facilities, which in turn allowed Chameleon to escape. But even though Deadpool managed to make off with a huge stockpile of weapons, Chameleon got what he wanted. Records of something called Project Doppelganger. In the snowy suburbs of the rolling hills, Deadpool walks with Clay down the street to the next target location. Deadpool asks, "Is this the right place?" Clay tells them that they must maintain radio silence. There may be telepathic creatures in the area. Deadpool whispers that it just means that you can think even trickier thoughts. And by the way, this hologram disguise is super itchy. The two walk into a door and Deadpool looks back. He doesn't want to alarm anyone, but we keep following. As Deadpool and Clay look back, one of the kids following them says, "You can't hurt me anymore. You won't hurt anyone anymore." Deadpool then rings the doorbell to the house, stating, "Oh, they seem nice and creepy." And Clay tells him, maybe Kate was right. This might be a death trap. Whatever these things are, they're not on the Area 14 manifest. Hopefully, they will be open for negotiations instead of outbreaks. Just then, the front door of the house opens and a couple inside yells, "Howdy, neighbors!" As the man continues, his speech turns robotic and she begins to ask, "How may we be up?" The man falls over and the woman then says, "Please forgive my husband. He's one man too, that. Deadpool and Clay quickly walk inside and Deadpool slams the door shut and Clay says, "They look like LMD, former SHIELD agents like myself." Deadpool then says, "If it's robots, I can handle robots." And Clay looks outside telling him, "Well, the things outside are now robots." Deadpool looks at the window and yells, "Oh, so many tentacles!" Clay then tells Deadpool, "You can head to the lower levels. Me and Branch stay up here and make sure that nothing gets inside." As Deadpool hurries down,
His hands are a little bit shit.
Robot guards watching over the facility, and just as he gets in,
Oh well.
Spider-Man appears and calls out, "That's enough!
I'll delete that later.
I can't believe you've actually ditched me."
If I remember. Nah.
Deadpool then asks him, "Are you sure about that? Because that would totally be a thing I would do." Spider-Man punches him, yelling, "You ditched me after you stole every weapon in the place." And Deadpool begins to fight back, telling him, "Technically not everything. Chameleon stole some paper." Like, come on, who stole paper? As the two go back and forth, Deadpool knocks Spider-Man towards Vault 22. And Deadpool stops and says, "I remember someone saying something about Vault 22. He then thinks back to just before the operation. While Clay was going over the contents of the deep vault, Hellcow told Deadpool specifically not to go near Vault 22. Spider-Man begins to pick himself back up, asking, "What did you remember?" And just then, white and black tentacles break free from Vault 22, grabbing both Spider-Man and Deadpool. Deadpool then says, "Come."
No, that's too sloppy.
You got a pretty good run.
Too sloppy. You don't do sloppy that much.
The tentacles then lifted to
You can get away with certain sloppies, but when it's in the outer line, not so much.
Look around the room, starts arming himself with machine guns, rockets, flails, and Deadpool tells him, I really don't want to jump to any conclusions here, but between those enslaved droids upstairs and this 50 Shades of Grey training...
Oh, I give up on that one, right.
The tentacles then went back up, and Deadpool yells, "And if that's the case, then it's good news, because that means I'm actually not stealing anything, I'm setting things free." Spider-Man tells him, "You're not being a hero here, you're still a criminal, and you're always going to be one. And apparently, that's how you're going to die." Deadpool stops to think about it and says, "You know what? You're right." He pulls out one of his katanas and he starts to carve through the tentacles, telling him, "I am a criminal, a murderer, a monster, but I thought I could be better. Maybe I could be a hero like the person I look up to, Spider-Man. However, I was wrong. It doesn't matter what everyone thinks about me or who I let down, except Spider-Man. For that, I'm sorry." Spider-Man gets up, throwing a chopped tentacle off at him, and he says, "You really mean that? To prove it. Turn yourself in. Walk away." Deadpool reaches into his pocket, pulling out a small device, and then he looks back at Spider-Man and he tells him, "I'm sorry." And as soon as Deadpool pushes the button, all of the vault doors light up, teleporting their contents along with Deadpool back to his helicarrier. A short while later, while everyone looks over the hall, Screwball says that this stuff is great. She's already got some buyers lined up. Where should they go next? But instead of answering, Deadpool hangs his head and he walks away. Back down at Area 14, Spider-Man looks at the empty Vault 22 and he says, "Now that the monster is out of the way, let's see what's behind the locked door." He heads into the back and he begins to push buttons on a control panel, and after entering a code, a small compartment opens up. He then reaches in, pulling out a small green device, and he leaves, and back outside, Spider-Man walks up to the children that are guarding the house and tells them, "Thanks for letting me in." One of the children then says, "Hey, you kept your promise. You got rid of the bad things." Spider-Man then pulls off his mask and handing it to the child, and he walks off. The man under the mask isn't Spider-Man. It's actually Chameleon. Elsewhere, Spider-Man, the real Spider-Man, tells us that he came over as soon as he could.
Okay, with the basics on there now. The red, we've got a little bit more red here to do, but I want to do some decent lines here. So what I'm going to do
Actually, yes, the robots may be stolen, but they can't be powered up unless the user has this. And Husk opens
is
up
this
file.
here. I've got an outline to follow, because that's where the lines are on the actual shirt jacket.
Spider-Man slurps his slushy. Mockingbird Husk stare at him. How did he get away again? Spider-Man says that he already told him. Chameleon, but Husk stops him, stating, "No, Deadpool, how did he get away?" And Spider-Man just sits there and takes another sip of flesh. Then he yells, "Fine!" Well, it all started off like any other day. Typical hero stuff. Saving a school bus full of kids and then telling me how cool I was. Husk asks, "Did that really happen?" And Mockingbird says, "Of course not. I'll get back to the actual story." But it was like Spider-Man said, he was out on patrol when he spotted Kraven terrorizing people on the streets. As a fight between Spider-Man and Kraven began,
I don't like Craven. I don't see the point in him.
seconds later, Deadpool and Chameleon
I just don't like the character. I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like the character.
Spider-Man looks over, stating, "Oh look, Chameleon, Craven, and now Deadpool is
Okay, so that is all the base layer. Probably should have done it on that layer as well, but that gives me freedom to again go on top of the top.
As Deadpool starts shooting, he tells Spider-Man, "We really gotta quit beating up like this. People are gonna start suspecting things, buddy."
Creepy, scary skeletons.
Deadpool tells him, "Look, about what I said last time. I really meant it." Then Spider-Man shouts, "Seriously? What are you talking about? Last time I saw you was back in Tabula Rasa. Husk and me were stuck there."
Now we can go to
hours. We had to eat
different
Why?
color, which is the
Deadpool,
blue.
Chameleon says, "I must admit, it was an amazing performance, but now there are places to go and people to see." He then turns and shoots into a building.
Anyone who drives an Uber has been through an independent DBS background check.
Oh, I don't care, man. Don't care, man. Uber, whatever. I have never used Uber, but I'm not in the area of the country that really has an Uber. We have like local taxi gimmicks, which I use very occasionally. I generally walk everywhere.
So what was it that you apparently told Chameleon, who looked like me, that was so important? Deadpool sighs and tells him the truth. And then he leaves with his group, a stolen weapon. Back in the current time, Mockingbird asks, "Why didn't you go after Deadpool?" Spider-Man says, "The building. People in danger. That was the thing." And Mockingbird sighs, stating that Deadpool and his crew stole everything. Those weapons are already on the black market.
My YouTube app has just told me to take a break. Well, I've already done that, so I'm not going to, guys. I was just over there having a look at the phone, see what it said to me. Okay, my son may be coming home very soon, so I may have to end it sort of swiftly.
And Amphibian says, "No, not Chameleon. Spider-Man. How did he find this again? Clay asks Branch if he's able to
okay, so which layer is that? That's the hand layer, so
El Cow calls out, "None of us are going to jail. We work for Deadpool, the world's greatest assassin. Next time Spider-Man gets in our way." Deadpool tells him, I know. I'm going to kill him." A short while later, as Chameleon returns to his hideaway, craving to help him with his robe, and Chameleon's phone begins to ring. He answers it, stating that they have his thanks for leading the horses to water. Someone in the shadows, or as Deadpool says, that they will do whatever they want. But they've got to be careful going forward. Deadpool is getting suspicious. Chameleon then tells the person that they will proceed with caution, but keep them posted on where Deadpool is heading next. As he hangs up, he and Craven walk over to a room full of like model decoys.
I gotta remember, like I didn't do last time, is save it as an actual critter file. Because what I did, I saved it like I would normally, like if I was making a thumbnail and such like that. And I made a complete, utter, massive mistake. Luckily, it was already in the previous available thing, and I was able to continue on with it. But yeah, I didn't actually. I'm going over those lines.
The most important part.
That's not good.
The powers mirror the heroes themselves. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's going to be expensive. Back over at the thing, Spider-Man swings down as Hulk walks out carrying a sack full of cash. And he says, "Don't take this the wrong way, but aren't you supposed to be dead?" Hulk then swings at Spider-Man, and Spider-Man radios over to Mockingbird, asking if she's busy. She tells him, yeah, she is. The life model decoys are over here as well, and he's going to have to manage by himself for a bit. Spider-Man steps back and tells the Hulk, "We're on the street, and you're not the real Hulk." Hulk then holds out his hand and says, "Hulk," and Hulk smashes. He claps his hands together, sending a shockwave into Spider-Man that sends him crashing into the wall. He then charges in after him, and as he pulls his arm back, webbing hits it, throwing him off balance. And Spider-Man asks, "How did I even do that?" And the voice tells him that he didn't. Silk jumps in, kicking the Hulk, finishing off stating, "It was me." Spider-Man gets him asking, what is she doing here? And Silk says that she's here to clean up the mess by her former employer's absence. This is starting to look a lot more like a Spider-Man mess than a S.H.I.E.L.D. mess, to be honest. Spider-Man yells that this is a Chameleon mess, and Silk said that Mockingbird said that it was a Deadpool mess. And Hulk shouts, "No more talking!" And Spider-Man tells him that's a good idea. As both Spider-Man and Silk begin to web him down. Silk radios over to Mockingbird asking how she's doing, and Mockingbird tells her that she's fine, even though she's not really. And Husk will give the directions on where to go. Husk then says that she hopes that they like road trips, because the signal is bouncing all over town. But as Spider-Man and Silk follow the trail to the other side of town, Deadpool and his gang are also following the same signal. As Spider-Man lands on a rooftop, he asks what they're doing here, and Deadpool yells, "Spider-Man?" Clay whispers to Deadpool that this would be a good time to do that thing that he promised that he would do, and Deadpool tells him, "Don't ruin the move with murder."
Did it again? I'm an idiot.
We need to talk about something Deadpool leans
Now I
over
can do that,
his
right.
hand and says, "You know, we've never
Can even
met
do that as well.
Didn't
Yep.
you
Yep. Yep.
and then she
Yep.
punches
Yep.
him,
Yep.
and he
Yep. Yep. Yep.
cancels
Yep.
this. And Deadpool says, "Don't blame me. I bought every single issue. Hashtag Milk Squad for life." As the sharks, Deborah and Bruce, lunge at Spider-Man, Spider-Man tells Deadpool that he's got sharks. And
Why would you do that to me?
Missed opportunity there, buddy. Deadpool asks, "Really? Guess we need to show you the light show." Deborah and Bruce then pull out laser guns to begin a fire at Spider-Man, and Deborah says that she can't believe that they are missing the golden age of television for this trash. As Spider-Man jumps away, Bruce continues his lunge, biting down onto Deadpool. And then Deadpool yells, "Sons of biscuits and gravy! I know I'm delicious, but everyone really needs to stop fighting me." Bruce then continues to carry Deadpool to Spider-Man, and as Deadpool gets ready for a flip, Spider-Man punches him out of Bruce's mouth. Back with Mockingbird, the LMDs are beginning to close in on her when suddenly all of them begin to bam out. Mockingbird begins to yell what's going on, and Husk tells her that the signal just disappeared. Over on the roof, Deadpool starts to get up, and he says, "Okay, we both want the same thing." Spider-Man tells him, "If you're so invested in the action of the game, I'd rather not get that was the plan, right?" Deadpool says, "Yeah, it was. But first things first. We beat the ever-living crap out of Chameleon. He pulls out his rocket launcher and he fires a hole into the roof. And once everyone gets down, Deadpool looks around and asks, is it just me or is Chameleon's penthouse suspiciously empty?" Meanwhile, at another hideout, Chameleon's Nightcrawler bamps in the last ceiling, laughing, stating that he might just keep his Nightcrawler to himself. But it's like I'm forgetting something. Oh, yes. He pushes down the detonator in his hand, causing the penthouse, where everyone is at right now, to explode. And there you have it. Deadpool's getting screwed over.
Again, I'm not too fast. It is the basic layer. Do I do the arms in that color, which I can do if I stay on this layer where I am now.
Happening next in this storyline, as it is coming to its conclusion in the comic books right now, which is allowing us to do a lot of these videos and catch you up on the Area 14 and the oldies plots, which are what come together and make this whole thing work. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at ComicStorian, where we talk about our favorite comic books.
That's Comic Historian, guys. They're also on Instagram, which is where I also am. So if you want to check out anything by me, don't forget I am Blut084, BLUT084, Art and Games. Here every day on YouTube, occasionally on Mixer.com, and every day and night over on Instagram, guys. Blut084, Art and Games. Same name, different place. Don't forget to subscribe if you're liking today's stream, as we will be continuing tomorrow. As shortly I will be ending this stream and coming back tomorrow to finish off.
All drivers must be 25 or older. For premium cars and Luton vans, the minimum age is 30. You could be suitable for our Enterprise Car Club if you're 19 or older. Check the website for more details. That's how we do it at Enterprise, but no matter who you went with, always check the terms and conditions.
Welcome to the Complete Story Series, where I take trade paperbacks in single issues and I break them down into digestible bites, giving you an epic booming voice. Today we'll be continuing the tale of Deadpool and Spider-Man. When we last left off, Chameleon was basically tricking everyone in the Spider-Man Deadpool universe. Spider-Man was turning against Deadpool, but now we're going to take a break from that story to do a different story that is in this timeline, and they will come together. It's called Oldies. Have a look at how Deadpool and Spider-Man live as old men. In the Firefly.
Technically, Spider-Man doesn't make it to their old age, but we'll forget that. As I think they did explain in one video, which I haven't watched all the way through because it's a little bit spoilery for the game.
You get to wonder what has his life become. He's an old man down to a wheelchair. He takes pictures of all the police. And he turns on his light and smiles and remembers the good old days. The days when he used to be Spider-Man. As time comes, Peter gets dressed and he heads out to the retirement home cafe. However, as he pushes himself along, he starts to overhear some of the other tenants talking about how things of theirs seem to be missing. First a necklace, then a pair of glasses, all gone, without a trace. Peter grabs his food and takes a seat at one of the tables, and he begins doing what he does best, taking pictures. Everything in this retirement home is good, except one thing. Also the home, the old, the promiscuous, Ada Wilson. Wade puts his foot up on Peter's table, telling him, you know, these pills the doctor got me make me feel like an N64 all over again. Peter sighs, stating he really doesn't want to hear it. And Wade says, fine, fine. I didn't come over here to talk about my letter to Penthouse anyway. I care about this. Wade holds up a tablet with a news article, and Peter asks, are these even real? Let the Avengers deal with it or something. Wade slams the tablet down, yelling, they're all dead! If you know it, it's our chance! I've been tracking him for years! This is fake! He cut you in half, remember? Peter looks at his camera, stating that he's retired now. Let the kids handle it. It's not their time anymore. And Wade scratches his head, telling him, fine, how about this? How about we look into the missing item? Last night, I saw someone sneaking around the home in a ski mask. Peter asks, what are you even talking about? And Wade walks off, telling him, you really are in your own little world! Probably nothing anyway. See you at bingo, kid! Later that night, Peter heads to his room and he gets ready for bed. As he lays down, he takes off his shirt, revealing the giant scar across his back. The days begin to pass and everything seems normal for Peter. One of the nights that he was developing his film, he spots something. The burglar Wade mentioned. So he rolls up to his window with his camera. And sure enough, he spots the same burglar creeping out of one of the windows. Peter looks back at all the news clippings of him as Spider-Man, and then he steps out to Wade's room. As he gets ready to knock on the door, he pauses for a second. He begins to hear Wade inside with another woman. And decides he'll come back later. Just as Peter gets ready to leave, a dark shadow runs past him, and Peter quickly gets into position. Up ahead, the burglar begins to look for a way out, and as he steps into another hall, Peter, who is still in his wheelchair on the wall, says, those shoes really don't match his mask. He then springs off the wall, elbowing the burglar in the face and he gets back up. The burglar punches Peter out, knocking him away. He gets up, launching himself with his arm, spinning around, knocking the burglar with his wheelchair. After jumping on the burglar and headbutting him, Wade reaches down, grabbing Peter's teeth, stating, hey, doesn't that feel good? Peter snatches his teeth back from Wade, and Wade pulls the mask off of the burglar and says, it's the janitor. This is some Scooby-Doo stuff right here. One security guard comes by to grab the janitor, and Wade rolls Peter away, telling him, admit it, it felt good to get that guy again, right? Peter looks at his hands, and he tells him, it felt amazing! As Wade takes Peter back to his room, Peter looks at all the hero and villain tech and asks, should you really keep all this stuff? And Wade says, yeah, but that's not important. What's important is that we have a chance to take out that turd burglar again. Wade holds up another tablet with the same thing as before, but this time, Peter smiles and tells him, yeah, we should get the heck out of here. As Peter and Wade begin to sneak out, Wade parks Peter off in the shadow, telling him to wait right here. He needs to grab his meds before they can leave. A short while later, Wade walks into a room with a beat-up janitor and security officers telling them, Academy Award-winning performance, guys. The janitor yells that the guy broke his face and ribs. And Wade says, I'm sorry, but now you're a millionaire, so who cares about a few broken bones? The janitor asks, just who the hell is that old guy anyway? And Wade tells him, that, amigo, was the amazing, spectacular, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Flash forward a few minutes later, and as Wade hangs onto Peter while he went to the city, Peter asks who he was talking to, and Wade tells him, the reader, genius! Now what do you say we go off and kill Deadpool? But before we can continue this story, let's flash back to a time to learn why Wade is so focused on killing himself. Yeah, let's go with that. It was just after a fight when Peter had been slashed in the back by what he thought was Wade. Wade told him to hang on so that he could get help, and Peter said it's okay. He knows it wasn't the real him. Wade says that someone must have cloned him, and when he finds out who, Peter told him it's okay. Let him say one last joke thought. Wade begins to pull the mask off of Peter. Peter asks, what's the superhero's favorite part of the joke? The punchline. As much as Wade holds back, he can't help but let out a chuckle. And soon both him and Peter are laughing. And as they do, Peter's laugh fades, and Wade is left knowing that his one and only true friend has died. Now back to our originally scheduled story. Wade wakes up from the room, screaming out a dream that he had about Peter's death, and begins to hear Peter waking up next to him. Before Peter wakes up, though, Wade takes out the needle that was connecting the two of them together. He tells Peter to just get some rest. He's going to need it. A few moments later, Peter wakes up and asks, what did he miss? And Wade finishes cooking breakfast, telling him, nothing. No sign of jerk faux pool. How was your sleep? Peter rubs his arm, telling him that his arm feels kind of funny, like something bit him. The two begin to eat breakfast, with Wade stating, well, I didn't like you. No matter how many times you ask, I ain't crossing that line. As Peter eats, he asks, why would it...
Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, you smiled at me and you like, now the darker the night and the brighter the year, my sunny one.
Okay, right. Nearly there on the basic colours, guys.
I'm not sure. I'm just grateful at my chance for revenge. Once breakfast is over, the two heroes go to search for Fopool. And as the night comes, Wade looks into the sky and says that he thinks he found him. But he can't believe that he's still using the old shield helicarrier that he totally did not steal. Just then a large container shoots down onto the ground and Fopool steps out stating, "Hey there, Golden Girls, visiting your future final resting place?" Wade grabs his katanas and he lunges at Fopool, yelling, "How dare you take the Golden Girl names in vain? But be Arthur!" As Wade gets close, Fopool knocks Wade away, telling him that he looks suspiciously old these days. "Isn't that weird? You have a healing factor, and now you look like a rotting potato." Peter jumps in, hitting Fopool with his wheelchair, stating that he's going to
where was that
so much work
guitar?
for carbon copy. And Fopool asks, "Copy? Is Wade
Cool.
telling
So
you the whole
it
clone thing?
won't.
Those are a Spider-Man thing, not a Deadpool thing." Wade then jumps
Oh,
on
yeah, it
Fopool
will.
from behind, cutting into his back, and Fopool shouts in pain, yelling, "All right, enough foreplay, you old fart. I have no beef with Spider-Man." Or are you
Right, I'm going to
mad
colour that
almost
hand
like
in
I still
this
didn't
red
die?
here. Well, I've just noticed I should have done earlier.
I'm really starting to see why people find me annoying. Fopool then asks if Wade made him. Does that make Wade his dad or God? Peter asks him.
I only generally need to do it in certain points, because what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to do the guitar, because I'm going to be going underneath it.
Peter then flings Fopool to the ground, asking, "What is he talking about?" And Fopool tells him, "I'm talking about the fact that
Best
Wade
colour on
knew
top of it,
where
really.
he was the whole time, and that he's responsible for me even being a thing. He's been trying to kill me before you could ever discover the truth." Fopool kicks Peter back, continuing to think that Wade...
But hopefully you have enjoyed today's stream, guys. And if you have, don't forget you can leave a like if you have liked it. And if you still want to chat to me, guys, I will check my comments in a second or two
Fopool then jumps on Wade, and Wade yells at Peter to take the device out of the
to
bag.
see if anybody said anything. But as my phone is over there on charge, I can't actually see anything that's happening on the stream.
It stabs into Fopool, and suddenly Fopool begins to become electrified. As the
Excuse
electricity
me.
burns it, it begins to show that Fopool is in fact a robot. And Peter says, "Wait, he was a robot?" And Wade tells him the politically correct term would be life model decoy. It's the things that chameleons...
Hi in the chat. I just seen your message there, buddy.
This is all my fault. Before Wade could go on, the Fopool begins to laugh, telling him, "I've been looking for that device for decades. Who would have thought they would have just brought it to me? You may have thought that the device was my kill switch, but it's actually my on switch." And just as he said that, a swarm of fake life model decoy Deadpool jump out of the helicarrier, descending upon them. As soon as all of these Fopools land, Peter and Wade begin to escape, and Wade begins to shout, "I know a place that we can go." And as soon as they turn outside of an alley, another group appears, and Peter says that he has an idea. He webs up one of Wade's katanas, and he swings it, cutting through a large group of the fake Deadpools.
Okay, where was that guitar? It was on this one, wasn't it?
I'm filled with mixed emotions.
Yes, let's go back to here.
That's what most of my fanfics are about, to be honest. But on the other hand, you're slicing and dicing copies of me, which is actually some other fanfic I was writing. Peter tells him that he's supposed to be helping, and Wade tells him, "Right, follow me, Spider-Murder Man." After a bit of running, Peter looks around and he asks, "Why are we in Central Park? This isn't helpful at all." And Wade says, "Come on, where is it? Oh,
You don't want to... Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
I'm about to die here, and I hate the slash...
Right, what I'm going to have to do is make... No, I'm not. I'm just going to have to go here.
Little help, big guy.
I'll colour this in.
Before lifting itself off of the ground, the giant rock creature begins to stand up, and Peter asks, "Is that Ben Grimm?" Wade tells him, "No, it's Ben's son Reed. The details don't matter right now, but we got other things to worry about." Reed begins to lift his arms, and Peter then asks, "Does he want a high five or something?" And Wade says, "Wait for it." Reed then slams his arm onto the ground, shouting, "It's clobbering time." And just then the rest of the new Fantastic Four appear. The old female in the blue Valeria asks, "You rang? Oh, life model decoy Deadpool. Perfect." Wade jumps down, and another one in the group, Venom Vision, shouts 100011011100. Wade then says, "That's a weird catchphrase." And Valeria tells Wade that he asked him a question he might want to answer before they leave him to himself. Peter then jumps down, helping the fourth member, the Last Devil, and asks, "Who are you supposed to be?" The Last Devil doesn't answer him, and Peter says, "All right, just like Daredevil. Good talk." Fopool then knocks the Last Devil away, singing, "Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever Deadpool's mutant blood allows him to do." Not as catchy. Peter then webs his mouth, telling him, "No more singing." Fopool rips it off, telling him, "The next song is about how I cut Spider-Man in two when he died." Peter then grabs Fopool and headbutts him, telling him, "No! The Fantastic Four stitched me up." And Fopool stumbles back, telling him, "Except they didn't! Wayne Wilson brought you back to life using his beauty blood. Been haunting him for years. That's why he was gunning for revenge. See how gullible you can be when it comes to your best friend." Fool then kicks, and Peter catches it, telling him, "You're insane." And Fool tells him, "I am Wade Wilson, so duh." Peter then webs up the other Fools, swinging them into the original. But as the original gets back up, he grabs his katana, jumping behind Peter. Fool then says, "All right, it's time to end this." And he slashes through, cutting him in the back again. Wade hears this.
I will put all details on afterwards, guys.
Fool tells him that Spider-Man goes down again.
Don't fret, they think I'm going to overcolour this. I will overcolour it, but I have the original in front of me as well, which I did in pencil, and then I inked that one, guys. And now I'm just sort of getting it digitized and getting it ready. So the basic colours, basic shades, and I'll shade it tomorrow. You can see I've just put that layer there. So if I take that one away, then I can take that one away, and I can take that one away, and that one away.
Wade rushes over, and Peter asks, "Why did you do it?" As Wade takes off his mask, he says, "You couldn't lose my best friend." Peter tells him, "Okay, forgive me. That's what best friends do. Now be a friend to me. A best friend. Forgive yourself." As Peter slowly begins to stop breathing, Wade
Oh, the playlist is playing up. Oh, I've just stepped away, guys, looking at my phone. I can hear it vibrating in the corner.
Later asks, what are we supposed to do now? There's billions of LMDs. How are we going to shut them all down? And Wade pulls on his mask, stating, "You can't. Not now. Now." Wait. He runs off into the old storage room, stating, "It's all my fault."
Right then, what we're going to do next?
He pulls on a tarp, and Valeria tells him, "Wait. Can't use Doom's time platform. It doesn't work properly. It's cursed." Wade starts turning the machine on, telling him, "Yeah, so am I." Meanwhile, in the present day, Spider-Man and Wade Wilson are back to back, surrounded by a group of LMD, with Spider-Man telling him, "We had a good run." And Wade tells him, "Yeah, 31 issues. I was kind of hoping we get to 50, but hey, 31's a really good number in this market." Wait, did we suddenly jump an issue? Just before the LMDs converge, there's a bright light. An old man Wade steps out shouting, "I'm back!" And young Peter asks, "What the?" And old man Wade tells him, "You're out of pages, Webs. Cue the to be continued." And there you have it. The story is getting kind of confusing, but if you subscribe to our channel right here at Comic Story, we will keep you up to date on the Deadpool Spider-Man storyline in which they fight up against LMDs, and they fight up against various things, such as old people and other versions of themselves.
I just noticed there's somebody giving me a message over on Instagram. Thank you very much for doing that, buddy. As you probably realised, I can't see the actual comments live here now, but I will quickly go over there now and have a look what you said.
And just say, "Hey Rob, we love you to death."
Thank you very much, buddy. And I have noticed that you subscribed as well. So Nickel Joan, I want to say, is that Nickel? Michael. Thank you very much for doing that, buddy. And much appreciated for subscribing. And don't forget, guys, if you are liking this and you're checking back, don't forget you can hit that subscribe button. Could be because I will be coming back tomorrow to finish this completely. And for now, I'm not going to leave it here just now. I've got another half an hour at least until my son comes home from school. And then I will have to leave it there. But I will be back again tomorrow. I will put out another post to let you guys know when I'll be live again tomorrow. More than likely it'll be about lunchtime or just after, like it was today. And hopefully we'll get a little bit more done and a little bit more finished, as this is obviously getting to a point now where we could do the top layers and a bit more detail to it. We've obviously not we've been a bit risque with the a lot of the colouring because we can. I've got all these different layers. As you can see, we've started with the let's get rid of all these here. We started with the basic layer, which is what I drew here on a piece of lovely, beautiful book here, and penciled that one, and we inked it, took a picture of that one, and then Copic colored it with Copic markers, and then we took it over to here onto my Copic markers, I love my Copic markers. Sorry, guys. Then we took it over to here, which is Critter, the free app. Again, I will try and remember to put it down in the comment section below. If I don't, give me a heads up over on Instagram to say you haven't done that, or leave me a comment on the stream today to say you want that done. Definitely leave it down in the comment section, as I may not see it, as once it finishes being live, I don't always see the messages afterwards. But yeah, guys, we took my pencil drawing or my inked drawing before I coloured it in. Well, to colour this in a bit, which I shouldn't have done really, but I did. Then we've put a few more layers. We overlaid it with an ink layer there, and you can't see it now, but because I've coloured it, I should have done a layer between it, but I think it's working out okay. And then after that, we did another layer, and then another layer on top of that, just so we can actually keep all the detail that we want to keep. Why is that still there? Oh, it's because that's there. Get rid of that. So we can keep all the layers. So when I go and color this in properly, we can use those layers to individualize the different layers and the different colors and the different tones that we want to use later on. Because everything helps, and I'm so happy with this app here, guys. Out of all the apps that I've used in the previous, this is the best. It's the closest, I would say, to Photoshop. That you can get this free, completely free, and you can go over to the app on the website called Krita to find it. It's Krita, sorry. Krita.com, I believe. I will have a look because I've already linked it into my search menus. It's already still there, but I'll link it down below after the stream is finished being live, guys. Oh, I'm gonna have to keep that. I'm gonna have to keep that. That's all right. We've overcolored it, so it doesn't matter. Actually, keep the spikes there as they are. So that's not too bad. I've just noticed because I coloured that in, didn't I? Because I'm a plank. Should I colour that in now? It's a bit too. Let's have to see if we can find a darker shade of that. Still not quite denim-y colour, is it? Maybe change the tone a little bit. Denim is more a blue, I would say. And we can take that colour and then lighten it up to a lighter denim. Right, okay, that looks a bit better. That's still not light enough. I've just changed the tone of the colour. I don't like that colour. I would say that one there is about right. So then we'll go, and we're just going to go over it now, guys. I think we've finished the comic story as well. That's the end of the comic stories. I'm going to leave them off now and just quickly go over this. So we've got a base color ready and waiting. Well, I could do that. I'm going to go in a bit closer. It'll be a bit risque here as well because it is a kind of torn denim shirt he wears. Well, it's a denim jacket with the arms taken off, basically. But then again, all punks apparently wear that. I used to be a punk myself as a kid, or a younger person. Never wore denim like this, though. I had a denim jacket, but it made me look too, how do you say, YMCA. So I got rid of it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, guys. It's just I got too much attention I didn't really appreciate. especially when I was in the clubs. People always got the wrong idea of me. Again, there is nothing wrong with it. And if I ever got approached, I would always just say, sorry, I'm not that blind. I would give them a dance and then carry on. I've just realized, right. No, we need this. Like so. You gotta have his Spidey. Gotta have his buttons. Every punk needs his buttons. Again, we'll do them in more detail later on. They just need to be there. So they're on top now. I can color underneath that as well. Put that back. There we go. They're on top. Back to the blue I had. It's looking horrendous, but it is only the rough. And there's always a diamond in that rough. We don't want to be on that layer. We want to be on this one, on this one, on this one. Right. Going a bit closer. I can see. You gotta love being able to zoom. Coming very close to the end of this today now, guys. So if you have enjoyed it today, guys, don't forget again, hit that subscribe button because I'll be back again tomorrow. Might try using a few different brushes as well. I don't care that I've gone across the lines, 'cause I'll delete it afterwards. I'll delete it afterwards. Yay! Okay, that's basic colours done. We just got a bit of white on it. Pretty eyes, excuse me. And again. I can't even see what that is. Right. Be kind of risque with this. Okay, so we're colouring something. Right. Oh my god, I've just realised what I've done. Stop doing that. We need to do the detail on the belt actually as well. That belt isn't blue. Actually grey for silver. Or silver for silver, but there is no actual silver in this. And finding a silver itself is not as easy as you think. No metallic colors in this. I'm gonna have to outline all this and I'm gonna hate it. I think he has a bit of on his hands. Like on his knuckles, but I'm not sure if he actually has it on the Punk Spider-Man or if it's just the new Spider-Man that you see on the game. I'm going to put it there anyway. Adds a little bit of something to it. Okay, knuckle, oi, knuckle, oi. You did it again, didn't you, boy? Go there, and go there, and then go there, and then we'll go boop 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 boop, and that like this, like this, and like this. Make it messy. Don't care. There we go. Right, that'll do. I'm going to shade all that in and blur it up and all sorts of good stuff. Now we need to go in here. Let me think what layer it is. Be on top. I can't go on top because I'm going to be on top of it all. We won't have those lovely lines. So maybe if I just go here underneath it all. Nope. Hello. You found the right layer because I go underneath. Nope. It blew me down that too. Right. Careful, careful, careful. We'll go gently along here. Gently, gently. Oh, I just went over it. Oh well, we got to change it anyway. Who blooming cares? This is the rough copy. Shut up. Stop flashing up low. Read, and that'll do. I will tidy this up. Like so, and I will have to find where that blue is. I think it's there. So gently down across it. Gently down across it. There we are. And I believe I'm right, yes. I'll have to minimize this just a little bit more, go in a bit closer. It's very strange not having Comic Story in the background. Very quiet. Do you see what I mean, guys? This is why I have it in the background. Hear a pin drop. Hear the sound of my soul being dribbled out of my ears. Now we can do the eyes. And then we're pretty much done. Eyes have to be super white. I suppose it could be a little bit grey. Oh, you turd. Can't go on the top layer. Can't really go on the bottom layer, but I can. Gently, gently. Up and around, don't break that wall. Actually, thinking about it, we still got to do an actual outline of the black, haven't we? Because we got deep, dark black around the eyes for the shutters. That'll do for now. Should we give it back underneath? Should we give it underneath? No, we won't give it underneath today. We'll do that underneath next time, I think. Whoa, where'd that go? Whoa, don't be buffering. That is the worst thing we want. When I buffer, I mean I press something. There we go. Okay, guys, so if you have enjoyed today's stream, like I said, my son is now coming home. If you have enjoyed today's stream, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for that subscriber. And don't forget, you can subscribe yourself tomorrow, because we'll be coming back tomorrow to finish this off, putting some more shading onto it and doing a load more to it, guys, because it obviously needs it, because this is just the basic layer, and we'll be doing some more layers tomorrow, guys. But again, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's stream. And I'll see you in the next stream or daily video. Don't forget to check out the live events page playlist, where we inked this and sketched the first piece. And then we've now took it over to finish it off over here, over digitize it, guys. So yeah, if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit subscribe. Again, my name is Blut084, BLUT084, art and games, here every day on YouTube, occasionally on Mixer, but every day and night over on Instagram. Same name, different place. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you again tomorrow. Same time, different place.